Welcome to the Grand Campaign Podcast.
So last session, you guys started off with your encounter with Silgur, the young white dragon, presumably the offspring of Paraxis, who had been traversing the outlands of Norton Leon. You guys fought a very tough battle against him, but seeing as your party has been together for quite some time, you managed to take him down with no issue. Although Raventree provided a little bit of a scare, as despite the fact that you had shackled him, he did manage to escape. But with the dragon taken care of, the rest of you turned your attention to Raventree, who was escaping, attempting to disable him as he did so, but with some help from Blue, the Blink Dog. Someone's echoing.
James.
Yeah.
You're a little quiet.
That's better. It's okay though. It's not bad.
Back to my Bluetooth I go. I'll be back in a second.
No, you're good.
All right. Yeah, so with some help from Blue the Blink Dog, who was hiding by some trees under Gray's command, came out and took a nice big bite on Raventree's ankle and managed to hold him down just in time for you guys to pretty much take care of him, with Gray casting a Toll of the Dead on him that essentially ended his life. You guys harvested the dragon for parts, notably the dragon's penis.
Yeah, don't
and
trip
afterwards-
yourself around me, guys.
Yeah.
I've heard that word before.
Yep. And Savos,
Yeah.
seeing his mentor on the ground, decided to search his body, and eventually dump him into the bag of holding. With all of your,
chain.
I guess, with all of your loot in tow, you guys decided to make your way back to Eclisia, having Raventree with you, and wanted to present him to the Frostborn, specifically Archmage Corvo. You eventually make your way back, though the path there was quite harsh, with a few of you guys encountering some of the harsh hills and slippery roads. Low visibility of Norton Leon provided a little bit of trouble, but eventually you make it to the... Yep, you guys did.
That's what you get for not having a flying mount.
Off in the distance, you guys... Yeah, it's true. Off in the distance, you hear Paraxis, the dragon, wail very loudly, which you guys presume would have been the result of death of his offspring. Arriving at the gates of Ecclesia, you travel to Castle Zol at the top of the spire, where the Dragonborn Prince Zethurian greets you and tells you that Archmage Corvo has given himself to the Empire. Who knows why? Possibly to buy some time or prevent the invasion, as he had mentioned in the past that the Empire's presence in Ecclesia would be considered an act of war, considering Ecclesia is an independent nation. Hearing this, you guys decided to make your way to Erret Bay, out on the coast of the Ergrillian Sea, where you eventually, on your mounts, see 12 warships and a single zeppelin floating in the air. Heading to Erret Bay, you encountered the old, smaller dwarven man who guides you towards your vessel to head towards the zeppelin, which was a plan of Gray's that you guys enacted. Eventually, you arrive underneath the zeppelin, ready to ascend, when you are greeted by a Mechanos named Lord Voltus, who escorts you to the airship via an elevator to meet the Duchess. Once there, Gray decides to reveal to the Duchess, Lucia Greycastle, that he is in fact Prince Zendil, and that his brother Andil had killed him, which was a bit of a shock to his mother. And during the conversation, you guys heard or saw explosions. The queen had seen explosions, and you guys turned around and off in the distance saw the claviger, the protector of the city. This giant gem that sits atop a tall tower seems to have been under attack. Archmage Corvo is brought to the area, currently in shackles, and in front of the Duchess, she asks him what is transpiring, and he just seems shocked, responding with a little bit of horror. Still the 17th of Salvos, which is unknowing to anyone, Salvos' birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Did
But
you
you
get
all turn
everything
around.
you wanted?
Oh yeah. This has been one hell of a birthday.
Yeah.
Still don't have my cake yet.
It's true, and it's quite a homecoming. So you all turn around and look out onto the horizon. Change this music. It's so somber for what's happening right now.
Yeah, play that after we die.
Yeah, this is the
Once we Hindenburg
rights.
this shit down and the warships.
Can water explode? Find out today.
Just get a little cesium.
Oh, the humanity!
Yeah, humanity is definitely the quote. So you all turn around, look out onto the horizon, and you see the claviger at the center of Eclisia begin to bellow smoke. A series of small explosions around it. And eventually it emits a dark red color that spreads across the city. The scene is a little eerie, considering that you can't hear these explosions. You could just see them, and from the Zeppelin's interior. And Corvo, who's visibly shaken, and you can almost hear him breathing heavily, turns to the Duchess, who looks confused at what's happening, and says, "Eclisia, I understand the circumstance we are in, but you must let me go and save the city. I beg you, please. The city will burn if the claviger isn't restored. Don't you understand?" She looks at him quietly, looks at you, Gray, for a moment. Eventually looks back at him and says, "It is not my concern what happens to your people, Corvo, for they chose their fate, relying on a useless relic. Instead of empowering themselves, you're a fool for trusting it. Deathbane."
And you would just let the people of this city die.
Well, the Deathbane will not die. But we shall see what happens to its people. Bend the knee, Corvo. And that will be a sign that the Frostborn now serves the Empire.
I would like to try to get Corvo's attention.
Okay,
I would like to ready Thunderbolt
okay.
and hold my action until Corvo gives me a reason to murder him.
Remember,
Corvo's good.
remember where your allegiances lie. A leader is only as good as how he treats his people. And anyone who shucks off that responsibility does not deserve to be in a position of power.
Eclisia, the Duchess, turns to Corvo and says, "Listen to the drow, Corvo. Bend the knee." Corvo actually looks at you, Savos, and also looks at you, Gray.
Yeah.
Seems
Right.
uncertain what he wants to do.
I turn around and I look at my party. I don't know what you do.
I'm not hurting the people of the city, Gar.
Lord Boltus, I suggest you let let the Archmage go and throw your weapon out the window. I cast suggestion.
Okay. What's the save DC?
It is a DC 15, and if he gets high, I will use my reaction to cutting words his save.
Okay. So what do you want him to do? You want him to throw
I
his
want
weapon
him
out the
to-
window and...
I want him to free the Archmage and then throw his weapon out the window.
The Archmage and throw his weapon out the window. Okay. That's a wisdom, right?
Yes, wisdom save. DC 15.
That's
Oh,
critical,
shit.
my friend. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Mother.
Can you even cunning words that at a 20?
No.
It would depend on his modifier, but I think Jay is ruling that natural 20s are auto success.
Yeah.
I would
And his
assume so.
modifier would... How much is your cutting? Where's it? D6 or D8?
The D8. So I
Yeah.
would need to... If it's +3, if it's at least +3, then it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it is. So,
Mama.
unfortunately.
Fuck.
Valiant effort, my
He
son.
looks at you and he says... He looks at Gray, actually. Lord Boltus does. And he says... My queen... Are we going to let this abomination continue on?
Jen?
Should you let Corvo free?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Where would our position be in the city? Can we trust this man's word? Eclisia turns to to Corvo and says, I do not doubt that my son has changed. All I ask is that Corvo bend the knee, and that will be enough for me to understand that the Frostborn will help carry out your plans, Lord Boltus.
I want your insight check, my mom.
Okay.
I
what
want
do you do next turn?
I want to kind of get what the relationship between Botas and my mom is, and if she's afraid of him or if she's in control of the situation.
Okay, go ahead and make an insight check.
I don't know what's going on, so I can't really give you a bardic inspiration.
Shit! 4.
It's a weird dynamic. I mean, it seems like there are times when your mother listens to him, and there are times when Lord Boltus kind of allows, or like is almost subservient. So it's kind of a weird dynamic. You don't know the exact relationship. Yeah.
Corvo, you don't need them. Think of your people. You don't need the Empire.
You see him. He begins to walk towards the Queen, the Duchess, in shackles, almost looking a little bit defeated as he does so. Is there anything anyone wants to do during this moment?
Could I possibly cast like Shatter, but target the shackles without hurting anybody?
It'd be tough. I think you'd end up just causing a loud
10-foot
explosion, like a huge sound echoing in there. I mean, something more concentrated, like a firebolt maybe, but yeah, shackle would obliterate everyone. Thus is your power, Savos. Too powerful, man.
What is the
Anyone else on
distance
that?
between me and Boltas right now?
You guys are probably about No more than 7 feet, 10 feet at most, probably. So you guys are. Let me just get rid of these enormous dragons that I put on there to scare all of you.
Yeah.
So it would be like almost like this would be the bow, the front of the ship, looking out into Eclisia. And you guys are almost like lined up here. So behind you is where the view is of the horizon that shows the claviger. And the two of them are like about here. Corvo's here. Sorry, Corvo's like here. You're being ready, kind of walking towards the queen right now. So you're, let's just say even if you were standing on the far right of the room, so we'll say this is kind of the order of things. Yeah, you're probably about 10 feet away. This isn't accurate, but yeah, you're probably about 10 feet away.
All right. So right about now, Gray is fucking shaking.
Mm-hmm.
He
Surprised he didn't do anything to my suggestion.
and he understands that the Empire is not. It has done a lot of fucked up shit. He remembers what Endio did.
Yeah.
So he looks both of us in the eye, and he says, "This stops right now, you fucking monster. We are here to tell you your sins, and you're not gonna tell us to stop counting." I summon Fortune, and I run towards him. And that's
You're gonna run
Armor
towards
Agathis.
Boltus?
yeah.
I cast
Okay.
as soon as he starts running. I cast Armor and Agathis on myself.
Okay.
I would like to cast Bless at 2nd level, targeting
Okay.
everybody.
Anyone else gonna?
That
do
would be
anything
my
at this point?
cue to cast Thunderbolt. I mean Lightning Bolt. You know what I said.
Okay.
It's such shit damage.
Savos, go ahead and roll a percentage die for me.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh my
Sideways.
god. We all die.
Alright.
He lights the thing on fire. We're crashing, boys.
58.
Okay. You hear Alathri's voice in your mind say, "This is not a fight you can win, boy." But I
I'm
cannot
gonna
force
not
you to
cast
leave."
Lightning Bolt.
She says, "But I cannot force you to leave. Please."
Oh.
So she's just telling you that. Okay, so you guys all begin to cast this.
Hey, how high in
all
the air
towards
are we?
Lord Boltus. You're about 500 feet up or so.
Would I have any idea what is keeping this thing in the air?
I'll say if you want, make yeah, because you're a seafaring guy. I think make a history check.
Why can't I find history? This shit's in alphabetical order. It shouldn't be hard. Ooh, 18.
18. Okay. During your time, there's a reason why you're afraid of airships. You kind of understand them. The Empire uses Meraxium to power most of their machines, including naval power. So this is Meraxium powered.
But I mean, is that what's propelling it, or is that what's keeping it like floating?
It's what's essentially powering it.
I guess what
floating. There's no there is a blimp-ish kind of almost like a balloon or something, a small balloon over top of it, but it seems to be thrumming, like you could actually sense that there is.
Gotcha. Okay. Would I know
There
if
is reaction powder.
okay, that's cool. No, okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. So everyone's gonna make their moves.
I guess what
I'll
I
say
would say is
grade.
I will do my best to like prepare a shot, even though I'm scared out of my mind.
Okay.
Oh wait, really quick, did Al3 tell me that it's a fight I can't win before or after I shut off the spell?
Before. So I'll say in this situation, only Gray gets like a full reaction because he kind of initiates it. The rest of your stuff will happen after we roll initiative.
Okay, yeah,
So-
okay.
I was trying to get it in before combat.
Yeah, it's because, I mean, it's very sudden. Like, Gray just, without any warning, just did that, right?
And Alistair
alright.
is not happy with what's going on right now, but
So, Gray,
He
what are you going to do? Sorry.
trigger finger.
I'm going to strike.
You're just
both
going to
as
rush
well.
him?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a strength check for me.
Strength?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. No. Okay. Not bad. 17.
17. Okay. He immediately grabs you on your jaw with his hand, and you just quickly bat it away as he does so. So is there anything that you wanted to do? You were just going to attack straight up?
Yeah. Two
Okay.
strikes.
I'll consider this a reaction, so just make one strike
Okay.
at him.
What the fuck?
That's 24 to hit.
24 does not hit, unfortunately.
What the?
Oh.
What the shit?
Holy shit.
Alright, right after Gray attacks, I'm going to say to everybody, I'm not one to turn down a fight, but this isn't one we can win. Let's go.
Fuck.
So he tries to grab you in your face, and you just attempt to stick Fortune into his body. He just grabs Fortune with his bare hands. You can now see the gears and the metal grinding towards grinding with Fortune, letting off a few sparks as the sword slides through his hand. He has no expression as he does so. He's going to turn to you in response to that, and he's going to say, "Purity is beautiful. Look what happened to you."
Says the guy who's a bucket of bolts, and I will try to cast a hypnotic pattern on him and the queen.
I totally thought that was going to be
when it gets to
your...
my turn.
What is so I'll say in this case, if you guys want to do that, just roll initiative. I'll get
I
everyone.
had
to
a
do
feeling,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought that was going to be your vicious mockery.
No. I mean, I may call him a bucket of bolts later on.
that. Oh,
That's a 16 on initiative for me.
11.
8.
Fucking 7.
It's probably for the best I go first because I'm casting that bless.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. 15.
okay.
Jeez, I fucking missed on 24. What the fuck?
So what is it?
Yeah, you get to see how fucked we are for real.
So this 16. Roll time.
Davos, hold that action to teleport us the fuck out of here.
You best fucking believe it.
Even though we don't know about it, so we can't plan for it.
That's the 7. Okay. So top of the order, he rolled a critical. So Lord Boltus is gonna get a turn. He's gonna take he's gonna take Fortune and just bat it away on your side. He looks over at the queen, visibly shaken, like she doesn't look like any sort of combatant by any means. Corvo is on the ground squirming. kind of not crawling quite, but he's kind of waking his way. Doesn't understand what's happening right now. Boltus is gonna look at the queen, and with the queen shaking a little bit, he's gonna expressionlessly look at you, Gray, and he says, "You have chosen your path, false prince." And he's gonna take 2 strikes at you with his greatsword.
Oh shit.
Okay, so that's a 3 and a 9 plus. So that's a 15 on the first one.
Wait,
and
what?
a 21 on the second one.
Yes, plus 12 to hit.
Fuck. Shoot.
Okay. So none of those strikes go through, right?
Actually, you know what? Can
Actually,
I
wait.
can I
Yeah.
can I take that back?
Yeah.
Okay, then I take that back. I let the second hit.
You're gonna take the second
I
hit?
am not gonna. I'm gonna cutting words. The
Yeah.
hit. Minus 4.
It does not hit.
That's 17. Okay. So he is about to strike you twice, and for a brief second, you hear Eclisia say, "No," just whisper under her breath, saying, "No." He hesitates for just a moment, enough to give you an opening to kind of duck out of the way.
Leave him alone, you bucket of bolts.
Yeah, so he's distracted with all that's going on, it seems. No effect. He's going to move away from you about 20 feet.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No, your reaction would have been
Oh, okay.
the attack on him. So you're still kind of clutching your face with the power of his grab as he just kind of darts 20 feet away from you. That's going to end his turn. Zundus, you're up.
Okay. So Zundus takes out the emblem of the Red Knight that he was given and holds it up and casts Bless at a second level to the rest of the other party members.
Okay.
How much health does Bless give us?
1d4
It gives us
an
a
attack roll.
D4 on anything we do.
Oh,
Wait, did
Oh,
I
it's
had
not
the did I had blast before I
No, I cast it.
Okay.
Okay, so explain to me the layout a little bit. Like, where is Boltus in comparison to where Corvo and the Queen are?
Like Queen and Corvo are like right here, aren't they?
Yeah, like at this point, actually, I'm just looking.
Gray would be like
So,
up here.
he's, like, here,
He would be like
like-
there.
Gray would have ran. So Boltus would have moved around 30 feet that way, away from him. So depends what you're going to try to do. But
I'm basically just gonna guard Corvo and stand between him and the Queen,
okay.
and I'm gonna kind of look at her in disgust, kind of flick my eyes between her and Boltus and say, "You chose your path."
To the Queen, right?
Yeah, with regards to him trying to attack and kill Gray.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wait, what
anything
was that
else?
about me?
Basically, you know how
Your
he
mother
tried
trying
to...
to kill you.
Yeah, you know how Lord Boltus tried to kill you?
Yeah.
Said that you chose your path. I basically got between Corvo and your mom. I looked at her and looked at, him, and I said, "You chose your path," because,
Oh.
her boy tried to kill you.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it. The thing is an action. Unless you'll let me try to see if I can grab Corvo.
That'll be an action.
Okay, so yeah, no, I'm just gonna shield him with my body.
Okay. Brotar, you're up.
All right. So these distances are accurate in here. Ish.
No, not. They're not accurate. So
I mean, is he 50 some odd feet away from me?
At this point, he's 10 feet. It's not a big place, so he's about 30 feet away from
All right, that's fine. As long as he's whatever. So I'm gonna bonus action echolocate Slick Willie over here.
Okay.
And then I will spend a grit point to do a Deadeye shot on him, which gives me advantage.
Plus your 1d4.
Yeah.
We will somehow hit this son of a
I'm going to
bitch.
do
Fuck
my
him up,
goddamnedest. Well, I'm glad I got advantage on it because... Wait, that doesn't fucking work, right? Oh, 26.
Yeah.
yeah,
no.
26. Does
Yeah,
that hit?
6 will hit.
Roll a d4 as well.
I don't want to yet,
Well,
because that
You
actually
get it on
hit.
every attack.
Oh, I get it every time?
Well,
Every attack
yeah,
until
it's every attack.
and saving throw
As long as you
for a
are
minute.
blessed.
Oh, all right, fine. The D4? D6.
1d4.
D4.
Yeah.
So that makes it a 30.
So
You
definitely
hit a
hits.
Tarat.
All right. So that's 19 damage
19 damage.
for my
Alright.
first attack.
Okay.
Jesus fuck.
I'm glad it was with advantage because it was a 1, and that would have been bad.
Yeah.
And then I will do another one. I'm gonna not spend. Well, fuck. I don't want to use the other grit point yet, so I'll just do a regular attack with the dolphin.
Okay.
But I don't get the echolocate this time, right?
No.
Or, hold on. No, that's a 17.
That's a 21, which probably doesn't hit, I assume.
21 will not hit.
Okay.
Would a 25 hit?
Oh wait, I get my other.
Still get the blast.
Don't I still get the plus?
Yeah,
This
if
is
you
AC.
want to...
This is
Try to
AC
roll.
25 because we know it's higher than 24.
It's a 23.
Yeah, that'll still miss.
Okay. That is
Ricochets
my
off his-
turn.
So you take a shot, 2 shots at him. As soon as you shoot, he's caught a little off guard as he's running away, or as he's standing there facing off against Gray. The first one just cuts through part of his neck. You just see a bunch of shards of metal just explode out of the side of his neck. The second one he's ready for, and he just swings his sword and cuts the bullet midair.
You dick.
Letting out this kind of hissing sound, as well as a thrum in the air, as you now see this massive greatsword in front of him. It is unusually large as it sits.
He's got the big stick.
Anything else on your turn? You want to move or anything?
Nah. I'll call it good there.
Okay. Okay, great. It'll be Savos, your turn.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
And say, hold on, 13? Okay, I'm going to say, cast Mage Armor and say, we can't win this! And then that's my turn.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? That's it? I'm just gonna
No, that's
cast
it.
Mage Armor. Okay. Alistair, you're up.
Which one lasts longer? That one lasts for a minute, and then hypnotic pattern also a minute. Okay. I will try to cast Hold Person on Lord Boltus.
Okay. Whole person. Make a wisdom saving throw. All right. What's the DC? It's 14, right?
15.
15? Yeah, it succeeds. So
He succeeds, or
As
does my
a
spell?
your spell succeeds.
Yes! He is now paralyzed.
Okay.
He can-
For how long? Like 1 minute, right?
He gets a save. Yeah, 1 minute, and he gets a save at the end of every one of his turns. But
Okay, great. Got it.
any attack that hits him is an auto crit within 5 feet,
Okay.
Oh,
and they have advantage. They all have advantage.
Okay. Great. Anything else on your turn that you want to do?
Me?
I
No.
will just move. Why does he have to be that big?
No, he's not.
Go away. We don't like you. And I will just move right there and say,
Okay.
What are we
so
doing?
it's-
And I will bardic inspiration, Bobby, as a move in
Okay.
the section.
Thank you.
So you just take a small straight piece of iron and you just immediately point him, and you suddenly see his demeanor change. You just see this large mechanical man kind of slowly look like he's immobile. Like it's almost unnatural how much he stopped. But being made of mechanical parts, he just on a whim stops, doesn't move. It's going to be his turn, so he has to make another DC 14 save, or DC 15 save.
15.
He rolled exactly 15 plus his Wiz modifier, so he
I will
succeeds.
use my reaction to cutting words because I haven't used that yet.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. So if you roll, yeah, he has a +3 to his Wisdom. So
Motherfucker.
that's
What
he rolled a
the-
15 plus a 3.
That was. You couldn't have rolled just 2 higher.
I
2
know.
fucking higher.
Sorry, man. That's the end of his turn, though, right? So
Yeah, it's at the end of his turn. He gets to say
Yep.
it.
so it'll be Zundus, you're up again.
Okay. Hmm. Does it seem like I might be able to try to remove the shackles on Corva's arms? Like, is it sort of like a magical thing, or is it something I could possibly
He's
cut off?
got like a you don't know if it's magical unless you want to make an investigation check of some sort. But he's shackled on his neck, and his neck and hands are. It's almost like he's doing like a prayer motion, but the shackles on his wrist and his neck are all kind of one. Like it's like 3 clasps, one on his neck, one on each of his wrists, and he's in like a praying motion. So his hand is like right up to his neck.
All right, so I will look at him and I'll say, if you know how to remove these, do best tell me so I can do so. It's time to fight for your people.
Okay. Are you just gonna try to persuade him, or are you gonna?
I'm basically going to try to tell him, like, if you know how to take this shit off, tell me so I can.
He doesn't speak, as he's a little caught off guard from everything. But if you want to attempt anything, you may do so.
So, I guess I'll just try to grab them to see if I can rip them off.
Okay.
Just brute strength.
Just gonna rip it, like okay.
Wherever
Go
the
ahead and
blocking
make a
mechanism is.
strength check if you like.
You should have cast Bane.
Oh my god. Nat fucking 20.
Yes, you queen!
Please let
He's not like, I mean, the Archmage is quite an experienced fighter, but the threat of the city is really weighing on him. It's almost like he's taken upon the city being in battle right now without him as kind of a slight weakness. However, with your words and the fact that you are even attempting to pull off the shackles on him, he actually gets a bit of a renewed kind of snapping him back into his senses. He uses his hand, and he actually it's burning his hand. So you're wearing gloves, so you're fine, but his hands are almost burning. Like you could see them withering almost.
Shit.
But eventually he squeezes really tight on the shackles along with you, and you see the shackles start turning almost a blue color and eventually start to wither as well, until eventually with his aid and your aid, you almost just shatter all of it together. The shackles are still on his wrist. However, he is freed completely from it, as in his hands are independent now. As he kind of looks at you and he says, "Wise words, Drow." The thing shatters, and immediately he gets back up on his feet.
Nice.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, just draw my blade.
Okay.
If I have
Yeah.
a free action, can I just say, if you know any powerful magic, now would be the best time to use it.
Okay. Got it.
Trying to bait for a wish.
Okay. Brotar, you're up.
I mean, I guess I'll just try to shoot him again.
Shot
Okay.
through the heart.
Yeah, right now. Well, he doesn't have a heart, does he? He's a robot guy.
Is it great?
What?
I'm not sure about the turn order.
Because I rolled a 15 on initiative.
Yeah, mine was 11.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
shit.
Okay, sorry. I
Okay.
forgot to add you on there. Yeah, go ahead, Gray. Sorry about that. Sorry. Ray.
No, it's
Uh,
fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Okay. I will.
You are inspired and blessed.
Okay. I will move. How far away from me is it? Like 20 feet, you said?
He is, probably about 20 feet or so.
Okay, so I close the distance. 2 strikes. Let's dance. That's a 29 to hit.
Oh.
29 will hit.
Fuck!
20.
That's it.
No. it
Oh, I
doesn't. You don't-
forgot you hex blade him. Fuck!
Yep.
Oh,
Next time, buddy.
Yeah.
With.
Okay. So that's 15 damage. No, sorry.
Well.
12 damage.
Okay, 12 damage. Got it.
And bonus action, I will hex blade cursing.
Okay. Bonus action, Hex Blades Curse, 15. So, with everything that's happening and a little bit of concern, with Zundus helping Corvo
Did you
and
get a second attack?
Oh, I did. I rolled a 13.
Oh.
yeah, which one?
It
Jay,
didn't
can I
show.
go back to rolling real dice?
Yeah, totally. Just tell me
Okay.
the result. So you go ahead and you strike him, and you actually manage to just stick Fortune right into a part of like an opening. You feel a little bit of a crunching, snapping sound that dig the sword deeper near his rib area. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Now I already hex blade cursing, so he is hex blade cursed, and you see these shadows spiraling out of Fortune, and then they kind of wrapped around Botus, and that is my turn.
Okay. Brotar, now you're up.
Now I'm up. I will do my bonus action echolocate,
Okay.
and then I will take a shot, and I'm going to spend that another grip point because it worked last time to advantage.
Natural
That's
20.
my last one of those, so let's see what happens. Why is this not letting me roll with advantage? Isn't it shift?
Yeah, it should be. Hold down shift. You might need to
I got
toggle it in your options.
My KVM got fucked up. So that's a 26, and I can.
26 will hit.
Do I need to add my 1d4 again?
It
If you
technically,
want,
but you
it
already hit.
hits.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna worry
Yeah.
about it. Okay. And that's with echolocate, so that's another 19.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
We will somehow beat.
And then I will take
our
just
21.
another.
Hey, man.
Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. This will be my 4th shot, so I'll take another shot, just regular.
Okay. So go ahead and take another
It's a
shot.
natural 1.
Oh
No.
So my gun's jammed and empty.
Oh, lamb sauce.
Yeah. So he actually, as Gray sticks the sword onto his ribs, he's gonna turn. He turns to Gray and says, "Ask your half-elf friend how much pain his duality has cost him, or your orc friend, how his brain and his instincts are constantly at odds. It's unnatural." And immediately the shot just pops right into his chest as he speaks that.
And he keels over
So-
dead?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Can I? There is actually one thing I want to say to what's his face, our archmage friend. If you
Yeah.
have some way of putting water, like trapping him in non-magical water, do that. I have a plan.
And he kind of looks at you, and you get the sense that he's not looking for a fight. He's concerned about the city. You see him constantly kind of turning and looking at.
Oh my god.
This is our
Jesus
best
Christ.
way to neutralize him as quick as possible.
Anything else you want to do, Brotar?
Does it take an action or a bonus action or something to switch guns? I don't remember. I'm trying to look it up.
No. If you can switch. It'll be a free interaction.
So I think what I will do is holster dolphin and pull out my other gun, and that'll end my turn.
Yeah, the only thing that happens is you don't have a reaction if you do that.
Okay, that's
Because you're
fine.
switching weapons, so you won't have a reaction if someone runs by you, attack of opportunity or anything.
Sounds good.
Or if you have a skill as his reaction.
Yeah, that's
Savos,
fine.
you're up.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fuck it. 30 damage.
Well, DC 14 deck save.
Dex save. That's a critical, unfortunately.
Ah!
Oh, fuck.
Good lord.
15.
Throw those dice away.
Yeah, the online dice. So
You can figure something out.
Hit him.
Damn algorithm.
Throw out roll 20.
So you immediately shoot a lightning bolt towards him, and without even really flinching, he just takes it, and you see now the little bits of lightning arcing around his body. He is immune to lightning damage.
Fuck.
Good to know.
Fuck!
Wait, what?
He is immune to lightning. Joy.
Oh my god.
As he kind of looks over at you and he laughs and he says, "A pitiful half-breed." Anything else on your turn?
Well, fuck you too. I'm gonna say that.
My man.
Alistair, you're up.
Did the Frostborn say anything to my idea?
No, not. He hasn't responded yet. He's just kind of looking over his shoulder every time.
Motherfuck. Damn it. Because my idea is to try and trap him in water and then frost fingers and freeze the water around him.
Okay. Well, he rolled a 4 on his initiative, so he's that's the
Slow
best.
motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, even with his initiative, he would just be slightly under you.
Alright, so next to him, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And it will attack him.
Okay.
Damn it. An 18 is not going to hit, is it?
Yeah, 18 won't hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it swings wide. The green spiritual axe just misses.
Yes.
And I will fire a ray of frost at him as well.
Okay.
Fuck! Rolling good
Um,
damage.
So you do take, you hold out your hand and you immediately shoot this frost towards him. And again, just like the lightning, he looks over at you and does not flinch. You do see some frost form over top of his metallic shell. He is immune to frost damage, to ice damage,
What a dick.
cold damage.
Fuck. Shit balls.
Why must you hurt us in this way?
Hey,
What
you
did
guys
we
attacked
ever
him,
do to
so...
He's the guy who
Oh.
killed Faustus's whole village. We're not gonna try to let him live if we can.
Okay, so just so I have this on record, Joshua, you're not mad at me that I rushed him, right?
No?
Hey, we want this guy
yeah.
dead.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't try to kill us when I suggested him let the Archmage go and toss his weapon out the door. I'm surprised he
Okay,
didn't attack then.
I just wanted on record that you're not mad at me. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Continue.
Alistair, anything else on your turn?
No, that's my bonus action and my action. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. The Archmage is going to get his turn. He's going to look at all of you and say, I'm sorry.
Oh, you fuck.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna teleport away.
Yeah, he is going to cast teleport away. Who among you is willing?
Yes.
Well, I guess I am.
If we are feeling that he's gonna take, yeah, to be
Yeah.
honest, that's half the reason why I wanted to paralyze him. Is just so we could run.
Okay. Is everyone willing at this point, or
Yeah.
Anything to get me off this fucking blimp.
okay?
We will take a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Did we get a chance to say anything before we leave?
Well, to be fair, it wouldn't have happened if Zundus hadn't freed him. So,
I was trying to free him. That's kind of
Yeah.
my wish, but
so
bitch.
yeah. I mean, if you guys want to say anything at this point, but Corvo is now whispering under his breath. He puts his hand on Savos's shoulder, and he says, "We have to save them." As he begins to cast teleport away, all of you are willing.
Yeah.
All right. Before we teleport, I'm gonna look at that Warforged motherfucker,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna flip him off and say, "This was more effort than it was worth. Go fuck yourself."
And I just look at my mom, and I have tears flowing down my eyes.
I actually would like to.
All I say, all I say to the Warforged is, you know nothing of perfection.
This is gonna be an asshole thing for me to do, but I'm gonna sheath my sword and I'm gonna look at Gray's mom and say, "Your empire will fall."
She is almost visibly shaken by everything that's been going on, as she's kind of on the ground, like she's sitting down on the ground. Lord Boltus looks at you, Savos, and says, "I'll be seeing you again, friend."
Yeah, in hell.
And Eclisia is going to look over at you, Zendil, and she's going to say, "Son." And you guys all vanish immediately. For a moment, you guys are a little confused, as it feels almost like you, out of your will, you were just in the heat of something, the adrenaline filling your blood. Eventually, you guys are teleported away and appear in what looks like, a more naturally formed part of the city. There are a few ruinous areas. It's a little bit more of an elevated area that's made of small stony cliff, still in the city. But you guys are about, I'd say, a few hundred feet from the city center, where the Claviger sits. Along the way, you guys suddenly appear, and you see two children.
Don't you fucking dare.
They are peeking off in the distance behind some trees, and they're looking over, and you see a few of the doors are shut. There are a few individuals out and about, but what you do see immediately is there are dozens and dozens of what look like undead. that are just roaming the city at this point. Off in the main path, the children are looking over at a few bodies on the ground. They're alive. It looks like they're iridescent guard who have been injured. And there is a woman with striking blue eyes who are tending to the wounded on the ground. Jess, you want to introduce yourself and how you look like to the party?
Yes. So there is a woman, bright blonde hair, icy blue eyes. If you look carefully enough, you do notice that on her face and her neck there are like burn marks and like whipping scars, and she is in what appear to be like patched up rags, and over that is like a very used, very blood-stained set of leather armor. And she's looking at, like, there's undead, right?
Yeah, there's quite a few around you.
Yeah. She sees like some undead coming closer, and like there is just this look of disgust and anger in her eyes as she sort of gets between the undead and the children and casts Sacred Flame on them.
Okay, got it. So I'll need you guys to all roll initiative again.
Sweet.
Can I just say,
wanna
do
leave
we have
Jess?
time to take one more round in between like the teleport and this? Because if so, I would
Natural
totally
20.
use my bonus action to swing my spiritual weapon somewhere in that area again.
I'll say just for flavor, yeah, like you had a moment and you brought your spiritual weapon with you.
Okay, so it teleported with.
Yeah, so it just kind of came along with you. So it's still kind of floating around.
Okay, so I guess it's just like right next to me.
Yeah.
12.
Give me a second.
Well, it lasts a minute.
Yeah. So yeah, this would have happened in a matter of seconds at this point.
So
you
I
guys
guess-
just
Yeah,
happen.
teleport
Poof,
in
suddenly you're there.
Initiative 5. Always count on me to bring up the
Yeah.
rear.
Have fun. We'll see you in an hour.
These low rolls, man.
The only natural 20 I'm gonna get for like another month. Alone on initiative.
Dude, you can cast fucking fireball. You don't deserve natural 20s.
Ow.
Wow.
Just sorry.
Oh
dude.
yeah, that reminds me. Apparently the wildfire druid doesn't get fireball anymore.
No?
I saw a meme about it. I haven't looked at it
unfortunate.
myself.
That was like the best thing about it.
I know. That was what the whole meme was about. Like, there is no wildfire druid without fireball.
So, Jay, do I recognize the woman?
If you want, make a history check. Just say, for the sake of this, in the heat of battle, like you're figuring.
That's a 15.
Figure out what's going on. Okay. Yeah, you do. You do recognize her. I'll just send you a message of who it is. Give me a sec. I'm just setting up your tokens. You guys want to come in because I was not expecting you guys to try to take
To
on.
run away? Oh,
Try
wait,
to at
dude,
least fight the possibly the
I-
leader of the Kai.
First, I was gonna try to like hold person, or I tried suggesting just to try to get the guy out. I was not planning on an extended fight. But then again, that kind of plan is what ended up killing my last character. So
Corvo immediately takes off. Tuck goes to you, Savos, and says, "I have to save the Claviger," and he just takes off. And you guys are kind of like have appeared on like a few platforms. Specifically, Alistair, Zundis, and Brotar. You guys just ran by the kids who are on this southeastern tree. Savos and Gray, you guys appear at the bottom of these steps. The area is kind of ruined a little bit ruined at this point. And you see...
where is my spiritual weapon? Like right
one
here
sec.
or something?
Yeah, let me just look for the token. It would be like directly beside you.
Okay.
Deleted. It's weird. Yeah, so everyone has their initiatives all set.
Yep.
Yeah, we're fighting these ghouly looking things. Is that right?
Sorry?
We're fighting these like
And again.
ghost ghouly looking things, right?
Yeah.
Not
Uh,
Jess's character.
no, that's...
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you want to fight Jess.
Well, I was just making sure I'm up to speed on what
She's
the
a
fuck's
cleric,
going on.
so she'll-
Yeah, you
Don't
might
kill the
not
healer.
want to attack me. Don't attack me, please.
Bullets will just bounce off your armor.
Okay.
I ray of frost the Jess.
So that is... Whoa, critical on...
Oh, fuck. Jay, you're on fire tonight.
Initiative.
No, not me. I'm just looking at...
Oh, okay.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say...
that natural 20 for a 19.
That's hilarious, by the way.
Which, here's the thing. I can... In my other character in the Sunday campaign, he has a -2 to his dex. So he rolled a natural 20 on initiative and rolled an 18.
11. Page.
That bummed me,
He
man.
has a whole... He has a whole 6 dexterity. Yes, please tell me you have a diamond or diamonds.
So wait, Savos.
Yeah, I have a diamond in this patchwork dress that I'm wandering
it's a spell
around
component.
in. I
Yeah, she's
don't
looking broke.
have any money. I am dirt broke, man.
Could have
Yeah,
stole it. I don't know.
Oh, Savos will buy you one.
Oh, wow.
No.
Just because you're a cleric doesn't mean you're lawful good.
Just run by a pelter with like 5 diamonds.
So rich.
I
and
mean,
just
I was gonna try to
wiping
like,
my
if I
ass
needed
with
to,
gold.
I was gonna try to steal a diamond off the queen, like maybe her brooch or something, if I needed to.
Okay. Gray, what's your dex? Plus?
+2.
+2. Okay, got it. So it's going to be Savos. You're up. As you just entered the scene, and you see this this woman on the ground just tending to the wounded, but slowly you do notice that there are just dozens of whites all around, specifically around the area. Some of them are closing in on her. What do you want to do?
Can I like Misty Step up this like little hill?
Well, you're going down that way.
Wait, that's down?
Yeah,
We're up?
yeah.
Whack.
Up is this way.
Whack.
Yeah, like
Okay.
yeah, you would have to be, yeah. You'd have to go if you want to go down to where the rest are. You could Misty Step that way, or you can descend these stairs and be on the same level as them.
75, 80. Okay. Alright, I have a general idea of what I want to do. I'm
Okay.
gonna move here,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to firebolt this one closest to Jess.
Okay. Go ahead.
You
and
have
make
to roll
that.
for it, just roll damage.
God damn it, it's doing this again.
You should still be blessed, assuming it hasn't been a minute yet.
No, it hasn't been a minute yet. I mean, this is all.
Alright.
It was Archmage's turn, and then boom, you guys are still in the same.
So add a d4 to that.
whatever. 6 seconds have passed since you guys felt this, because that would have been the Archmage's turn.
Alright, 16
So
to
what's
hit,
the-
12 for damage.
Okay. 16 will hit. 12 for damage. Got it. Okay. So you just hold out your finger, and then Paige, you just see a bolt just whiz by as it impacts, and now you notice that there are a few whites surrounding you. Anything else you want to do, Savos?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Yep. So now this white looks like it burns for a moment, but the frost just kind of hisses the flames around it. It is going to be the white's turn. The one you just attacked is going to descend upon Paige. A few of them are starting to notice the rest of you. So one is going to walk up to you, Botar. One is going to wrap around here. Actually, two of them are going to attack you. Welcome to the game, Jess.
This is my character, you guys, and I'm dead.
Hope you got a backup.
Yeah.
Jay, let me know if the one that attacks Brotar actually hits.
Okay.
Because I have something.
So this will be the first one will be. I'll make 2 attacks on multi-attack, 2 long swords. So that's a 9 and a 23 on Paige. I mean, so I think one of them hits you. Yeah. For that would be 8 damage to you, Paige, as you just noticed at the last second Savos take a shot at this white that's beside you, but it's a little too late as it just
Are we still in sunlight?
Yeah, it's actually like mid to late afternoon at this point.
Okay, because whites have sunlight sensitivity, I remembered.
Yeah, they do. So they have disadvantage on attack rolls. So let me actually add them. So I'll say the first one will miss. Let me see if the other ones will as well. Yeah, the other one will hit. It's a 14, which is our class. So that will be the 8 damage to you. There's a little bit of sunlight, so we'll consider it as sensitivity. Brotar, the one on you will be disadvantage. Actually, the one on you is going to
oh fuck.
16. 16 on you, Brotar. Does that hit?
My AC is 16.
Okay, so it'll hit. Okay. I need you to roll a DC 14 save.
What's save?
As you immediately will take 4 damage. I rolled a natural 1 on its damage.
What was the save though?
14 con.
It's gonna be a 23.
23. Okay. So you do feel this harsh energy as these whites are giving off this dark necrotic energy, but you resist it.
So
he's still taking 4 damage.
I think
4
I'm going to
damage?
save that ability since it's only like 4 damage.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah,
You'll still take 4 necrotic.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's 4 necrotic to you. Gray, same thing, except it rolled an 11, which I believe misses you.
It does.
That's on the first attack. It's going to attack another. That's a 19 on the second. That hit.
He misses.
Misses. So you just move out of the way of these lumbering whites or this lumbering white as it takes 2 strikes against you, but fails to hit. That's going to end their turns. Gray, you're up. Zundus, you're out.
Okay. Bonus action hacks this gentleman.
Okay.
And I will take 2 strikes.
Go ahead and make your strikes.
So it's a 21 and a 25.
21 and 25 will both hit.
Okay, so do I only do hacks on one of the hits?
No,
or...
hex hits.
No, hex just stays.
Okay, so
every hit you get. But it is concentration, so if you get hit,
Yeah.
it might break.
I'm about to fuck him up. Oh shit, that's good. That's good. So that's 17, 7, 14, plus 14, that's 28, 31, 33.
33
On
on
both
that.
attacks.
Just that one?
Yeah, no, on the
Okay.
both.
Oh, whew, that was crazy. So you just go slicing and dicing towards this white who just attempted to attack you. You're taking some aggression out after seeing your mother,
Yeah.
seeing the way Lord Boltus treated you, and you just immediately smash this thing. Pieces of it are hanging off, so you almost cut parts of it off. Which it's still standing. It's still doing okay somewhat, but it's definitely hurt as it's missing a few limbs. Anything else you want to do?
No, that is about it.
Okay. Zundus, you're up. Sorry, you're
Okay.
out.
I'm gonna move up to stand beside Brotar, and I'm gonna attack this guy a couple times with my sword.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Good flank.
If you move here, you get advantage.
Yeah.
Am I able to actually move there without getting an attack from him? I wasn't sure if I'd be able to shift around.
Yep, you'll still be in his melee range, so you're okay.
Okay, if that's the case, I'll do that.
Yeah, I hope.
Good thing,
has
too.
little feet.
The 14 hit?
14 will hit. Sorry, 14 will just miss. The armor class is
You have
15.
bless on yourself, right?
Yeah, you can add.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everyone still has bless, or whoever.
Yeah, Zundus blessed.
That's a 17.
Yeah, 17 will hit. As
Okay.
it's a little strange. I mean, they're undead, but they're wearing leather armor, studded from the looks of it.
And I'm gonna make that a first level divine smite, which will give me an extra 3d8 radiant.
Okay, go ahead.
That's kind of a lot, isn't it? You're gonna annihilate this thing, I hope.
Well, they are powerful undead.
For 15.
That's 22 total damage.
Yeah, 15 of that radiant.
Got it. So you just immediately swoop by as this thing's facing off against Brotar. You pop up behind and immediately begin. You stab it right in its back. It looks hurt from that strike. As it just lets up this, and right at your
Yeah.
face, Brotar, almost spitting on your face.
Yeah, you too. That'll end my turn.
Okay, got it. Brotar, you're up. Paige, you're after.
Okay, so with this dude right in front of me, I'm gonna just take 2 shots with my pistol. And okay, I have a question about the gunner feat gives me no disadvantage at 5 foot, but do I get advantage being a ranged weapon with him being flanked or not?
Yep. You'll still get your it's flanked. So.
Okay.
And the 1d4.
And the D4.
Jesus. 14
Which is what
and a
You're gonna need it.
1d4.
You just gotta roll a 1, man.
Ah!
One!
somehow 0
Oh, that's crazy.
the D4.
So that's
I
13
love
damage
that
for that
ability.
one. And
Fucking
then
bless is great.
I know. Would bless work on my? Does that work with my spiritual weapon?
I don't know.
No, I don't think bless affects.
Yeah, I think it's just you.
I don't know why this didn't
Well,
come
it
through
is
for the
part of
second
me,
one.
it's-
Oh, let's try.
Yeah, so you just see.
I got my second shot still,
This, yeah,
and that's a 17.
17
Or
will hit.
7 damage. So
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
13, 20 damage total between the two.
So yeah, it's looking really hurt as Sundus kind of stabs it and it just kind of slightly pushes it. You just aim your gun right at its temple and pop a shot. Brain just starts splattering everywhere, a little bit of frozen brain, but still, this thing is standing. And despite the fact that its jaw is hanging and its brain has been exposed. Anything else you want to do?
I don't think so. No, I'm good.
Okay. Paige, you're up. Alistair, you're after.
Okay, so like I said in the introduction, I want to cast Sacred Flame I'm gonna say I
Yeah.
cast it at the guy on the left.
Okay.
So
Got it.
let me roll for that.
It is a deck save.
I believe that's the one.
Yeah, Savo's hit with a firebolt.
Savo's hit. How much damage did Savo's do?
He did 12, I think.
What was the
Damn.
attack? Oh, the firebolt on that, right?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does that hit?
DC 15.
He has to make a
rolled-
deck save.
It rolled a. Yeah, that's a failure.
So he takes 14 radiant.
Nice.
That's a nasty sacred flame. Gotcha. So you just notice this shot go off. You turn around, or you just notice now that you're being immediately turned around, pray to your deity, and this flame just kind of Ghost Rider style burns this thing's face as it's just roasting.
Is it
Anything
dead?
else you want to do on your turn? No,
Wait,
it's still
that's
standing. It's
roasting on
looking
the
very
sacred
good.
flame.
Okay, so I cast the Sacred Flame as my action. As a bonus action, I want to cast... Well, if I cast Spiritual Weapon, is that just summoning the weapon, or...
You get to attack.
Nope, you'll get an
every time
attack.
You summon it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action. So hold on.
Okay. You want to describe how your weapon looks like? What do you summon?
I have a spiritual green axe.
Hold on, she's looking for it.
Oh, you have... Yeah, you were not blessed. Damn.
And you want me to
Yeah.
Describe
How
what it
does your
looks like.
spiritual weapon look like?
my spiritual weapon, I'm going to say it looks like a spear, only instead of just like a blunt, sharp object, the spear kind of sort of twists and twirls into a sharp edge, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So it's kind of like the bonfire sword from Dark Souls.
Yeah. It's like
I
a.
don't know what that looks like, but sure, we'll go with that.
It's like a. Yeah. It's almost like you took. Yeah. You twist it. What are they called? Those snacks. Anyways. Yeah. So we'll use that for now, but I'll make you a token. You can control it, so I don't know where you want to put the spiritual weapon, but within 20 feet.
I want to stab it at the guy I burned.
Okay, so I'll say you flank him. Go ahead and make an attack roll on it. Josh, did we establish that spiritual weapons flank? I think we did, right?
I thought you said it didn't count.
It didn't. Okay, yeah, that's right. It has to be an ally.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another attack.
Oh no, sorry. You can flank with it, or you can't flank with it, but
Yeah,
it
it doesn't get
Oh.
advantage, but it can give you advantage.
I see. Okay.
Uh,
Never mind then.
I think other way around. So Paige wouldn't get advantage on her attack, but the spiritual weapon will get advantage on its attack because it's flanking
Okay.
with an ally, I
I
think.
vaguely remember this being accurate when I was playing the cleric in the other campaign.
Yeah,
Well, it's not.
but
I mean,
yeah.
flanking is an optional rule.
It's an
in-
optional.
And this is weird.
Um,
In each case, anyway, because it's technically not
Yeah, so
even
you
another
can,
creature. It's just an effect.
it's not another creature.
Hello?
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
You can make another attack page. Just do it
Okay,
at
sorry
advantage.
about that. My voice just completely cut out.
No problem.
So with the spiritual weapon, I am going to stab it at the guy I burned the first time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Make another attack because you're flanking it with your character.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Like she can't use it to flank, but it can flank because it's like almost like Paige is distracting.
That makes sense.
So if I would move,
But it's not an
here, would that
ally.
count as flanking.
Okay,
with
what do I roll
Linda?
exactly?
Just but
Roll
it
a
again.
spiritual weapon
You
again.
rolled spiritual weapon attack.
Yeah. Roll to hit again. Yeah, I don't know if that's considered flanking.
That's rolling
Uh,
damage. Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a d20 and add 7. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, it has to be aligned to your ally, so I'm blanking. Alistair. Yeah, 16 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. 7 spiritual, got it.
Not bad.
Okay. Yeah, it's looking really hurt now as this curved spear just kind of jams through it and it kind of pops out of its mouth, unhinging its jaw. But it's still, it's flaming jaw actually, but it's still standing. So definitely looking hurt.
And as I do both attacks, I scream at it, "Unholy abomination! Back, I say!"
Nay, I say nay.
They're just kind of still lumbering, but seems a little affected by it. Anything else you want to do on your turn? I think that's movement.
I'm protecting a bunch of kids, right? So I can't really move.
Hey, I'll be back in a second.
Kids are like back here.
Yeah, they basically are like, you protected them. They ran off because the guard showed up. So they're near this tree to the south. They kind of just are hiding.
Yeah, okay.
So they're safe
past
for now.
the meat wall that is us.
Yeah, you could attack or you could move. They'll both get an attack of opportunity if you do that. But it's up to you.
I think I'm just gonna hold my ground. At least until I kill one of them off, so I can only get attacked once if I move.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, as long as you stay
you're
within
up.
5 feet of one of them. Right.
Yeah.
So as my bonus action, would moving here count as flanking or no? Because it would need to be here.
Yeah, it would have to be directly in line of sight with you, or in line with it.
Okay, then I will move my spiritual weapon here.
Okay.
And use it to attack this asshole.
Okay. You could technically move there as well if you, and then just flank it.
I don't really want to because I wanna, if it doesn't die, I want to use my Ray of Frost.
Oh, okay,
and that
gotcha.
Would be a disadvantage.
So go ahead and make your attack roll on it. Just straight attack.
24 to hit.
Oh, that will definitely hit.
Damn.
11 damage.
Yeah. So immediately. Yeah, that's the one that everyone's been kind of wailing on.
I have returned. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So how do you want to kill it, man? Spiritual weapons.
It just comes out of. It just like veers to the side, comes to him by the right, and just splits him dead in half, like front half and back half, and just.
Yeah. So as Brotar and Zundis, you guys are kind of skewering this thing, fighting this thing, shooting bits of its brain all over the place. You just see this sword creep through the side and just whirlwind and just slice this thing. As now you guys are looking at each other and are covered in bits of its kind of decaying hair.
I'm just
floating
gonna
around like a puff.
A knowing look at Alistair and just nod.
I'm gonna look back and say, "We softened him up for you."
Yep.
And
then for my movement, I will move here, and then I will Ray of Frost this one out here.
Okay, gotcha. So go ahead and make your attack.
Fucking 14. Does that hit?
14 will just miss. As these things are all covered and studded, and as you shoot it, you just
Are you
lost.
still
You can
blessed?
just bless.
Oh yeah, bless. I keep on reminding people, but I forget myself. So 16 to hit.
Yeah, 16 will definitely hit.
Bless
he
his
takes
life,
11
man.
cold.
Telling you, man, I'm so glad I took that fucking spell.
Yes. You were never allowed to not have it.
Oh no, it's staying
You
on the
must
books
cast it
now.
at every fight.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, it's on death's door. This thing, as as you just send this ray of frost towards it, and it slows to a crawl. Bits and parts of its body are now cracking as it's starting to leaving its limbs stuck on the frozen ground. Anything else?
My turn.
Okay, Savos, you're up.
Okay, I'm up. So how's the one by Gray looking?
It's hurt. It's not like on death's door or anything, but it's definitely hurt.
All right, cool. He can deal with it.
Motherfucker.
25 feet. We can go down to the edge of these stairs, and this one by
That one's dead.
that one's dead, right? Okay,
Yeah,
then
Mark them instead.
firebolt again at
This one's injured.
the one I didn't hit earlier.
Okay,
just
so
killed.
that'll be this one.
And I just
Yeah.
killed the one that's on death's door.
14. Do you have your?
That's
Do you have a
Gray's
bless as
problem,
well?
not mine. I do have a bless, I think.
Okay.
I already used it, but can I use it again?
It's
No, it's
every
a-
attack, every save you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Another
that'll
critical.
definitely hit. That will definitely hit. Go ahead, or that's 13 damage on the one that you haven't injured yet.
Yeah, the one that I have. Wait, this one's dead, right?
No, that's the one
No.
that's injured.
Oh,
Still.
I thought that one was dead, so
No,
I'll attack that
no.
one instead.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. I
Uh,
attacked the one on death's door.
So
That fucking confused me because I thought you were talking about the one by Gray.
No.
So you again turn your hand into a gun and just boom, take a shot at this streaking firebolt. Its head is still burning, and as it has no vision of your firebolt coming towards it, you just incinerate it, and it just shatters into a pile of bones that get knocked away from Paige. It is dead, as dead can be. Anything else on your turn?
It is re-dead.
Yeah. Can I do anything else? I don't
you
think
got a
I
bonus
can.
action?
The only
Misty
wait.
Step?
Yes, that will be infinitely useful. That's my turn.
So this one is going to lumber towards you, Sandus.
Okay.
15. This one's going to lumber towards you, Savos. Paige, you get an attack opportunity on the white. Just left your zone.
Okay.
Both of them are going to take longsword attacks on.
So
Okay.
12. My AC right now is get math.
12, I think.
No, it's 12 for my mage armor plus 2 from 14. I'm good at math.
Oh, do you get bracers of defense?
I think so.
I don't remember where we got them.
We got the bracers of defense from
So that'll be
Patrols.
7.
Oh. I think I forgot because there was no way I would be able to use them.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah,
Paige,
I'm the
you
only
just
one that can use them.
you just see this pile of bones shatter and spraying on the ground. You just catch a glimpse of this thing lumbering away, and you swipe at it with your mace. It escapes just a few inches from where you took a strike. On you, Savos, it rolled a 14 on its disadvantage attack. What's your AC?
Do I get my bracers of defense bonus after I cast mage armor?
Yeah, because you're still not wearing armor.
Yeah,
Okay, then my AC is 14.
14. It just hits. It rolled a 14.
Well, you know what I have to say to that?
Shield?
Shield.
My boy.
On its second attack with a disadvantage, it rolled a 20.
God damn it.
So the first strike, you just see it coming from a mile away, but you don't realize that it has a hidden blade underneath that it just jams it at the side of your ribs. I need you to make a DC 14 con save.
Oh,
Plus the-
jeez.
Why must
Not
you
the
crack me like
wizard.
you do? Go on.
Not the wizard. Oh,
You take 6 damage, and you take that is reduced from your hit point maximum as well. So you cannot regain that with a heal spell.
What? No, I call bullshit.
That is what they do. So,
the
on
same
D&D
thing
Beyond.
The same thing happened on Dimension 20, and it pissed me off too just watching it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, those hit point max stuff really hurts.
I can't remember.
Yeah, so your regular hit points are reduced by 6. Could have been worse.
So
It's gonna do the same
that.
things.
Wait,
if you
so
click
can I
on
like
your
ever get them back?
It would have to be a restoration spell, I believe, or a long rest. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So it's just for now.
No, your
It's gonna do
character
the
may
same
not know that.
thing. So what is used on this? That's a 19 with disadvantage on the one. That's a 14 on the second one.
My AC is a 21.
Okay, so both miss. So you are kind of like, this puff of hair and decaying hair just floats in the air. Kind of disgusting. You're looking over at Brotar. You see Brotar make a slight expression as if something's behind you, as does Alistair. And you just manage to, without even looking back, duck out of the way of this thing, swinging its longsword at you, just missing you. Gray. You, Gray. That is... Ooh, no lie. Holy fucking hell.
Double that 20s.
Yeah.
Not double net ones.
I am sending this fucking screenshot right now.
Throw the dice away.
On the plus side, you can throw 2 1d4s for those con save.
Oh, that's
Wait, I could have thrown a D4 into that con save.
Yeah, you were blessed, man.
Well, it's
hell?
still 12, so.
Yeah, it's DC 14 anyway.
Yeah,
I think.
I accidentally
Oh,
clicked
it
the first
was.
one, but
Oh yeah,
You had no chance.
anyway.
Fucking hell.
that's
I
on
didn't have
you,
a
Gray, on
chance.
the first one. On the second one, that's a 13 and a 23, so 13. Miss,
Okay,
I
second
believe.
one misses. First one, which
It's
Yeah.
gonna cast Life Drain on you. So that is
Double dice.
so you take 15 total damage, but you only lose 9 of your maximum.
Wait, he didn't roll his con save yet.
Oh yeah, if you fail your con save, so go ahead and roll.
4, bro.
okay, 17.
Okay, that's a success.
And
so you
remember,
still
Gray,
take
you are
blessed.
inspired.
you're
and
you're
inspired.
blessed. 15.
Oh,
Actually,
Do
yeah.
I have to do a con check as well to see if I maintain hex?
Yes.
Yes. Make a con save. For your
Okay,
hex.
that's a 14. That's a 17 as well.
Okay, so that you're still hexed. That guy's still hexed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna end their rounds, but you do take 50 damage from it regardless. As this thing, you just see Savos take off a little distracted. This thing just starts stabbing you from it immediately.
I blame Savos.
Gray, you're up.
I would assume.
All right.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Going...
Sorry, give me a sec. Those ones are gonna take longbow shots.
Oh, did
So
not
that's
know they
a
had
9 on the
longbows.
first,
9 on the first.
a 20 and a critical, so a 20 on the second. Weapon attack on it. So that is 5 damage on the first. Oh, sorry, 20
Wait.
misses you.
No, 20 hits, but I am going to spend my last level 1.
Yeah.
Boom, shoot.
so your AC is 25 now.
Yeah.
For this
Wait,
round.
that's identified.
Yeah. So you just see a hail of arrows. All of them miss. Almost a 13 and a natural 1. So as this thing stabs you, you're just like, oh, you're in pain, and you just you just see arrows flying by, whizzing by your head. Yeah. Now it's your turn, Gray. Send this your out.
Okay. Let's see. So that's a 24 and a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Those sirens are a crap.
So he's hexed.
Yeah.
Oh, that was shit. So 5, 7, 13 plus 14, so 27.
Okay.
27 on the guy in front of me.
Gotcha. That's the total damage, right? So
Yeah, for two attacks. 27 total.
And I believe you've already attacked this guy, right?
Yeah, I did
Like
33
30
damage.
last time.
Yeah.
30. Yeah. So yeah, he's however you want to kill him.
I just, like I'm in pain. I'm pissed off. I'm crying. I just start hacking away and I take off his head.
Okay. The head just goes flying away from it, and these other two whites are kind of like, huh? As you did that, seeming like they're a little bit semi-conscious of it. As this thing is now a pile of bones.
And I still have my movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to move here because the wizard has a death wish. So
Okay.
I'm gonna help. him out.
Zundus, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna take a couple of attacks on this guy in front of me.
Okay. So you turn around. Straight attacks. No flank.
16 on the first one
Yeah, boy.
16 will hit.
for 6 damage.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay.
21 on the second.
21 will hit.
21.
21. 21 will hit.
Okay, and I am going to cast a second level Divine Smite on that one.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
You just
It's a 4d8 radiant damage
Yeah.
because
Jesus.
yeah,
because they're undead, yeah.
Let's see.
4 damage.
24 G's.
Did he kill it in one go?
What is it? 24.
It was a total of 41 damage in that one turn.
Yeah. Yeah, this one hadn't been damaged yet, right?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah. Yeah, you just hack and slash at this thing and you get this searing red light that just comes with your Divine Smite that just immediately almost impales this thing from the top of its head down to its body. And you could swear you almost catch a glimpse of what looked like a sword.
On this,
It's-
Brian?
I thought I was after
Yeah,
Fabi,
that's
but that's okay. Whatever.
Yeah, so
Alright.
this rolled a 13 year 12, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
oh, and there.
Yeah, so you just catch a glimpse of a sword appear
Nice.
in the red energy. Anything else on your turn?
That'll do it. He's still up or
Yeah, he's still up. He's just,
now?
yeah, very badly hurt. Unless there was anything else, Brotar, you're up.
Let's see. I can move to like here and then to like here without getting an opportunity of attack, right?
But you can...
Yeah, you could just
you can
just
do
go.
that.
Okay, whatever.
From here. Yeah.
All
So
right.
you're
I just wanted to make sure I didn't get whacked when I went over there.
Yeah.
So then now I'm flanking this dude and I'm going to take 2 shots at him.
okay. Go ahead.
And he was looking pretty good, pretty bad, right?
He was looking really bad at this point.
I did like 40-something damage on him in one
20,
turn.
21 hit.
41.
21
41
will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's 8 damage. Does that kill him? Because I'll
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
kill him. So how do you want to kill him?
just right under the chin, blast it through his head.
Yeah, it just it gets destroyed by Zundus, and as it just watches you zip by and turns around, you just pop its head off,
Then
just shattering its whole skull.
on my second shot, I'll take it. This guy that's over here by Savas. I should be able to
Okay.
hit him, no problem.
Shot.
That's a 16. Does that hit?
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
9.
9.
9.
Got it. Yeah, so you immediately just John Woo style turn and pop, shoot this thing. As Savos and Gray, you watch the bullet just traverse and cut this thing. It's looking really hurt, that one.
Like approach her the fist bump.
Okay, that's
Anything
all.
else?
That's it.
Okay, Paige, you're up.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna move to where I need to be, and then I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, the Sacred Flame is like a 60-foot cantrip, isn't it?
Oh shit, nice. Yeah, the range is.
Thanks, so.
Your range on Sacred Flames, but I think you can move your spiritual weapon
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it's 60 foot, and then you can move your spiritual weapon 20 feet, and then attack something within 5 foot.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it fails its Sacred Flame. It rolled a natural. Yep, that's enough. 20 will get there. Your spiritual weapon will also get advantage since Savos is flanking it. Savos, however, does not get advantage. So go ahead and roll damage for both. Or attack for your spiritual weapon. 14, yeah. So your spiritual weapon flies by, but just
14
as...
damage for
That was
Yeah,
Sacred
Sacred
Flame.
Yeah, so your spiritual weapon will fly by you, but as you're doing so, you pray to your deity as, again, another burst of flame. Gray and Savos, you guys just watch as this thing just into a ball of fire, exploding out, sending all the bones, flaming bones, scattering around the area. It is donezo.
Nice. And
Oh,
as
nice.
it dies, I cry, Anita will have her reckoning with you.
You see this kind of light halo effect around this lady that you guys just saw, tending to the wounds of the soldiers. Nice first kill.
Yeah,
Very
with that
nice.
zombie dead, I think I'm going to, that's my turn.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be Alistair, you're up. And Savos, you're after.
Alright. I will move my spiritual weapon up here, because that's as far as it can go.
Yeah.
And then I will run here, or I'll run over there, be with the group,
Okay.
and then I can't see these guys at all, right? Not really.
Like from your range, you mean?
think-
You know what? Make a perception check. I'll just say,
They are barely within my range
yeah,
anyway.
they're barely within your range, but you might be aware.
17?
Yeah, like you kind of put two and two together.
Yeah.
Because it's all happening
I
at
had a
once.
feeling
You
there was
see the
something
arrows.
there, yeah.
Yeah, like the arrows are flying by, and you just kind of caught wind of that. So you're
But
aware.
I don't have a like they're behind total cover, so I can like.
Yeah,
rip it off.
they're currently considered, yeah, from your angle, full cover.
Okay, so
Get
yeah, I
bonus
can't
to their
hit
AC.
them right up front. I'm gonna actually, as an action, I will.
Actually, they're 3/4 covered, so you can see their heads. So they have a +5 to their AC.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna do what I planned on doing. Since I can't cast it at second level right now, I will
Yeah.
third level cast Shatter like right here to hit
Okay.
both of them.
Okay, so that's
Where's my
saves.
Shatter? There it is.
Got it saved.
Yeah, so DC 15 con for 21 or 18 thunder damage.
So this one succeeds, this one fails, the one behind.
Okay, so the
for
one that
18,
failed
so
takes
that's
18, the one that
18.
succeeded takes 9.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that will
Gotcha.
be my turn.
So you just hear this loud thunderous boom as these creatures hear a little shriek from a distance. All right, Savos, you're up.
Okay. What's the ring? It is. Hold on a second. Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray is 120 feet. Okay.
I mean,
Yep. You could definitely.
Do you have
yeah,
line of
boys.
sight though?
All on this guy. Wait, are they in sight? Hold on.
would be a-
Make a perception.
1,
Actually,
2, 3.
yeah, I'll say for the sake of
5,
this, like
6,
everyone
right
has
here.
somewhat of an idea. Yeah, you could definitely see them from here.
All right.
And they would only be at this point half from your perspective, so they have +2 to their AC.
which especially with the thingy, bless. I think he still hits everything.
Yeah, 15 +2, so that's 17
Wait.
in the night.
Do I add D-force to all of those attacks?
To the
Yeah, but you don't
attack
need
roll,
it.
yeah.
Attack
don't need it,
roll,
but
so
you would, yes.
You don't need it.
Okay.
Um,
You know what?
okay.
Fuck it. I'm doing it anyway. 26,
Okay, so-
28, and
Jesus, how much?
23.
8.
All that on the same
23?
target. I assume?
Yep.
Yeah.
All on the
23?
guy with the
Jeez.
green marker.
Okay, so if you want to do it on the hurt guy, it's the red marker. It's up to you.
No, I mean the green guy. Can I see the red guy?
Yeah, you can see both of them, and they're only at half, so you can see like
Oh,
half
yeah,
their
then-
bodies.
Yeah, then I'll do it on the red one.
Okay.
I think he's closer to death.
Yeah, so
35.
it just gets a double whammy as it just recovers from this loud thunderous effect that just almost quakes its bones, and suddenly poof, 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 3 shots just begin burning this thing. It is now just hissing from a little bit of frost and the fire.
Me and Savos together did the same amount of damage as on this dude.
Yeah.
in one hit.
25, 30.
We did
Oh,
41
it's
damage.
To be fair, I was saving that for a crit, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, let me see how much I can kill this
But
guy.
I mean, here's the thing. You spent just 1 second level spell slot. We spent a second and third level spell slot to do that shit.
Yeah.
God, I love that.
Yeah, so they're
Like,
gonna
I'm
take
no longer lonely.
2 longbow shots each at you. That is 10 and an 11 on the first guy, 17 on the second. So I believe the 17 hits you, Savo. That's 1 on the first guy.
17. So, you know what? You know what I have to say to that? Shield.
Okay. So that's the first guy. So that misses completely. The second one missed the first shot, and an 18 on the second. Does 18 hit you?
That misses.
You're
no,
still
it does not.
shielded.
AC
Yeah,
9.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
shield.
Yeah, so you just see a 300 scene of Savo standing by himself as these rain of arrows just start flying toward him. He doesn't even move. He's just
Yeah,
like
the
looking
two
at
that
his,
would hit just bounce off.
he's looking at his nails as these things just kind of bounce off. Okay, that's gonna end their turns. Gray, you're up. Sundus, you're after.
All right.
Thank you for making me sound much cooler than I actually am.
Yeah, you are.
I will run all the way over here, and I cast Blur on myself,
Okay.
and and that's my turn.
Okay. Sundus, you're up. Brotar, you're after.
Okay. I'm just going to use my action to dash.
Okay.
Can move a
6.
step closer.
Yeah.
What's that?
Brotar, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna
One
move.
step closer. I could have cutting words. I could have moved my spiritual weapon in position.
Calculated.
I guess I can only move to like here, so I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that. And then
Yeah.
I could take a dash action and keep going, but what I'm gonna do is actually try to fix my fucking dolphin gun.
Okay.
So it's a 20 plus. What is it? 20 plus 4, which is my. Wait, proficiency's 3, so I need a 20 plus 3, and then it has to be a 9.
Yeah.
So I rolled an 18, so
Okay.
it's
So your
fixed.
gun's repaired.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
that I think that's all I can do.
Yeah, that's your whole action. You can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Later on, you get to do it as a bonus action.
yeah, but right now that's all I can do. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Paige, you're up. Alistair, you're after.
All right.
Okay. I think all I can really do at the moment is move. Is move. So I'm just gonna move and then end my turn.
Well,
Okay. So you can get to the bottom of
Huh?
the steps.
Sacred Flame has 60-foot reach. You could hit him.
I don't think it's a cone or anything, so I think it won't hurt you guys, right?
Nope. I
Yeah,
think
no,
you
it is
directed.
just a single target.
Yep.
Okay,
Just-
yeah. Then
Your
I
god
am-
just lights a match on him.
Okay. In that case,
Yeah.
I will move forward and use Sacred Flame.
Yep.
So
So-
a minute.
I'll say this follows 5, 10, 20. This curled spear just follows Paige. Who you guys don't know her
Try to
name yet, but
Kill this guy.
Blondie.
Oh. I think that's a little far.
Yep.
I think this is as far as you could.
Yeah, the bottom of the steps would be the maximum.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was
Oh.
already moved. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so go ahead and what is it? Wisdom.
It's a dex save. Fucking hell.
Dex.
Damn, you're kicking ass with those sacred flames.
She's rolling high. That's
How do you want to kill this thing? How do you want to kill this thing, Jess?
Well, which one looks more damaged?
This one was the one that the red one has been kind of the focus for everybody. So
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take out the red guy and just hold out my arm, just a dagger sharp look in my eye. And I'll be like, "Abomination, you will fall," and I'll just set it on fire.
and you see kind of almost like a ethereal glow kind of wrap around this thing. It almost looks like a shimmering blanket around it before suddenly it just explodes, just like the other before it falls to the ground in a smoldering pile. Great. Anything else? Paige, on your turn.
It's a bonus action to move the spiritual weapon, which he moved
Yeah.
it for you already.
Yeah. So I think that's all I can do right now.
Okay. Alistair, you're up. Silas, you're up.
Okay, so bonus action, I will move that spiritual weapon here at least.
Yeah.
Get it as close as possible. Just itching, just slightly out of range.
I know. It's just swinging and it's like whipping right by its nose.
And I will run over here and I will try to Ray of Frost this sumbitch.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. That'll hit.
25. I will re-roll that one that I rolled for damage. Rolled a 6 and a 1.
So it'll be 6.
So
Ooh,
I
14. Nice.
do, yeah, 14
Yeah,
frost.
so you hold this out and this thing just freezes over as it's now covered in a layer of frost around.
Its movement is reduced by 10 if it's not dead.
Yeah, it's definitely reduced. Savos, you're up, unless there was anything else. I was there.
Nope, that's all I can do.
Okay. Savos.
Okay.
Yeah.
This,
it's
12 to hit.
12 to hit. Yeah, so you just point your finger and shoot. And this thing is just moving so slowly, it's accidentally miss it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay. 15, 20. It's gonna walk up right to all of you Alistair, I believe your sacred weapon gets an attack.
No, it doesn't.
No, it
Unless
doesn't,
you
right?
count
No
that as
reactions.
using my reaction. It doesn't. It's not part of the spell.
Yeah, it won't move. Okay, so it's going to
Technically,
take
I
one
dare
shot
you.
each at you two. So that is a 20 on you, Alistair, and a 15 on you, Savo.
Shield.
Okay, so
I'll
that'll
take the
just miss you. Will it hit you, Alistair?
Yeah, I don't think I can save myself.
Okay.
Cutting
That's
words.
six damage to you.
I
need
will
you to
cutting word
make-
the damage though.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, that's a miss on you again, Alistair. And a 16 on you, Savo, so that's as well.
Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to
Okay.
cast shield.
Okay. I need
No, I'm
both of you
stupid.
then to make.
I thought there were more enemies. I'm going to cast shield.
Okay.
Jay,
Um,
let me know which one of them does the most damage to whom.
Okay. It'll only be to Alistair right now. Six
Yeah,
damage.
on the. Okay, hold up. I thought I could reduce the damage. Let me. Oh no, that's bardic inspiration. Where is my cutting words? Yeah. Or damage roll. So I would be taking 6. I'm going to roll my d8 to reduce it using my last
Okay.
bardic inspiration. So
Three?
I have it.
Okay. Make a DC 14 save.
All right, con
This
save.
thing just strikes you with this dark product energy. It's slightly burning your skin process. You succeed on the con save, so you only take the necrotic damage hit point max.
Yeah, so I take 3 whole damage.
Gray and Zundus.
Zundus.
Gray first.
Okay,
So,
Gray first, Zundus.
so I'm gonna use my I'm sorry, what?
I was gonna make a
I
reaction
think
thing.
Zundus wants to use his Weaver ward.
No, actually, I wanted to Okay, so which one actually hit?
Just this one hit on Alistair.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
so
3
I
whole
would like
damage.
to use my channel divinity for the rebuke the violent ability. It's they have to make a DC Wisdom saving throw of 14, or take radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt, or half damage on success.
It did 16 on its wisdom saves, so it'll take one point. Yeah,
Yeah,
1 point.
something.
Yeah. Got it?
I mean,
If
if it would have killed it, that would have been nice.
I know, right?
yeah, it hasn't taken much damage. So so yeah, great, go ahead.
All right, I am gonna move here to flank him with Alistair. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hex to this son of a bitch, and okay. So
Time to
that's
carve ourselves an undead turkey.
first attack is a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
With advantage on those. Remember.
Yeah, I know,
And you
but
gotta-
I roll double ones. Jesus fuck. Okay. So it's 11, 16 on the attack I hit. And that's my turn.
So how much total damage?
16.
16. Ooh, nasty.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
I rolled double ones on the second attack.
Okay, so it's starting to look. It's really hurt at this point.
No, it was the one next to you that you
Yeah, you
that
crushed.
double critted you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Zundus, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move up and take a couple swipes at him.
Okay.
Could
No
like,
advantage
run
on it.
around.
Yeah, you could move around. Yeah,
Yeah,
so you can move here if you want.
Fuck it, oh well.
That'll be a with advantage.
Time to gangbang the last one.
That's a 19.
Yes, that'll hit. for sure.
I'm gonna make that one a divine smite.
Okay.
Somebody pop.
Okay.
Okay, first one's a 3d8.
Jesus, these divine smites are
12.
brutal.
Yeah, smite is a good ability.
What?
So yeah,
Game of the
paladins
first
are
one.
insane. Yeah, how do you want to kill this thing, man?
Oh, shit, I got him on the first one.
Yeah, it's
I'm just gonna
divine
like
smite.
come
I
barreling
was really hoping
all
it would
around,
Mockery
and as I'm getting up, I just swipe up and slice his head off.
Yeah, so it just crumbles amongst all your friends. And now you guys are staring at this pile, and you guys are initially currently out of combat.
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna come huffing up the
totally forgot.
stairs.
I totally
late to the
forgot. He was
party.
supposed to take damage when he hit me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, who the...
Yeah, he took 2 cold
Okay.
because I had cast Ray of Frost on the turn before. That's the whole reason why I have a blue dot.
Right.
It probably doesn't change much, but
Yeah. So it just falls, it shatters this time. We'll say that. So you guys are out of combat.
Okay, so I'm still blurring because adrenaline is still going,
Yeah.
and I look at Paige, and my eyes kind of go wide, and I start walking towards her.
And I notice you coming towards me, and I kind of give you like a confused look. Like I kind of look behind me to make sure that you're not walking towards someone behind me.
Ori,
What?
is that you?
Do I know you? Like, look of pure confusion on her face.
And I kind of get
I was
really,
gonna take a seat and watch this go down.
and I
If I had popcorn, I'd be eating it.
and I get really close to her face, staring at her eyes. It's you. I thought I thought you were dead.
I'm sorry. Do you have me confused with someone else?
You're Ori Silvercross.
No, my name is Paige. Spage Sirius? I'm sorry. You must be confused with me with someone else. I don't know.
It's okay. It's been a day.
well,
I'm sorry.
there's still... I would assume this isn't the only block of undead attacking the city right now.
Yeah, like, I mean, you guys dispatched a portion of the, pretty much the ones around you. There are still iridescent guard present amidst kind of protecting the citizens, so it's not totally lost.
Could I cast, I think, Eyes of the Undead that can help me locate more undead? I can copy and paste
Eyes
it.
of the
into
Grave.
Oh, yeah, you could. Yeah, I read that, actually. Grave, I believe it's 60 feet, right?
Right. So I think I actually want to move to a certain spot before I cast it, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, so you just, yeah, we'll just change out of the map at this point. So you find like a kind of, one that's leading towards town. You find an area, cast Eyes of the Grave. I mean, there's quite a few pings on the edges of the 60 feet, but everywhere you look, there seems like a cluster of guards who are kind of dealing with it.
I kind of consider for a moment helping the guards, but as far as I can tell, they sort of have a system going, maybe, and I don't want to like mess up their mojo, so I kind of just leave it to them.
Yeah. So you're not, you're aware that at this point there is still a threat, but it'll be your choice whether you guys want to rejoin.
Well, we probably should find those guys that we found at the fucking outpost.
Nope. Nope. They've got it covered. Let's take a break.
They're the ones causing this shit, dumbass.
They've got it covered.
Anyone else
No,
injured?
they really don't.
I just tended to Gray's wounds. Does anyone else need healing?
I'm fine, more or less.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Xander will look. Paige.
I start calling for Blue desperately.
What about you? Do you need healing?
I say, I'm fine. I can handle myself. I don't want to be of trouble. And then I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Savos, are you injured?
I'm fine.
All right.
Gray, you are yelling for Blue, and for a few moments you're a little bit worried because absolutely no response whatsoever. But after a few moments of waiting, you just see him appear right beside you. He's got a bone in his mouth.
A bow.
A bone,
Bone.
like a
Bone. Okay.
like a femur or something.
All right. So I kneel beside him. Are we gonna rejoin the fight, or are we gonna take a rest?
I mean, I would prefer if we try to find those assholes right now.
Rest.
I would prefer
The
if we try.
iridescent guard has it covered.
I'd like to know what they're using these to try to hide. Because they're trying to do something under the cover of all this mess.
They have it covered, man.
I'm in agreement with Alistair.
Do you truly believe that?
Kinda. 50-50.
I mean, we literally stole rum under their noses. Do you really believe that they can handle this?
Yeah.
Gods, you're hopeless.
To your people, Savos. More of them might need help.
I can't
Your
cast
mother-
shield anymore.
Don't
That's like the one thing keeping me alive.
and don't run into the front of everything. Don't let them get close to you.
That's boring. Staying in the back, staying safe. Boring. But whatever.
Keeps you
Let's go
alive.
anyway.
And Alistair will right now cast Armor of Agathis on himself. So for an hour he has 10 temporary hit points.
Okay. Are you guys gonna do anything else after this battle?
It's sort of in Paige's religion to do so. And I'm starting to regret writing it down now, but I gotta do it. I start going around, and I am well aware that the ground is rock hard right now, so I just do my best to try to bury the undead corpses with snow instead of dirt.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing, I'm silently like praying to Anitum to forgive me for not providing a proper burial, but I don't have the right tools to do so.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Paige like she's a crackhead, but then just keep going about my business.
Okay. Paige, you get the sense that Anitum is appreciating what you're doing. Very faint sense. You just, amidst the chaos, it's kind of a bit of a relief. You feel just doing whatever little bit you can as the chaos still swirls around Eclisia.
Right. So I'm just burying these bodies in like a ton of snow as much as I can and sort of marking them whatever I could find, just sticking a twig straight up in the snow or like a rock, some sort of marker to sort of signify that a body is buried here.
Mhm.
And I do that with all the bodies, and then I sort of reconvene with the others.
Okay. While she's doing this, is anyone going else?
Yeah, while this has all been going on, Brotar's fallen on the ground and kissing it, and then reloading both guns.
Okay, got it.
Alistair, just seeing that he's gonna ask, did you know these people in life? Like, before they were monsters?
Paige shakes her head and says, "It is part of my duty as a follower of Anitum to provide the dead with proper burial."
Would I know Anitum as a god?
Make a religion check.
Yeah, mother. It is 7.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty
you've
foreign.
never heard.
I would like to give him a health back.
Yeah. It's okay.
Shit.
8.
Yeah.
Critical.
So still, yeah. You still don't know. Very strange.
Okay. I wish I had. Damn it. He's just thinking, I have no way of contacting anyone, no way of getting any information outside of just going on foot right now.
Yep. Anyone else gonna do anything? At this
Probably,
point? Or take a short rest or move on somewhere else?
I mean, I would take a short rest if we have time to do that.
Okay. Everyone agree with that?
I'll probably
Yeah.
just
If we're gonna take a short rest, then I would not have cast armor back at this.
Well, we don't have to. It's fine.
Yeah. So along the way, eventually, Paige, you see two individuals who had helped save you just outside, named Grun and Rux, the two orcs whose home you were staying in. They return, and one of them says, "I told you to stay inside. Why did you come out?"
There were people in danger, and the undead were everywhere. I had to do something.
And Rux says, "Oh, okay, but are you okay? You hurt?"
I am unharmed. Any harm that I received, I healed myself. You needn't worry.
Okay. And Grun says, "Oh, she got hurt." And he just turns around and he sees a random undead and he just goes, "Ugh," and he begins smashing this thing over and over until it turns into a pulp. He goes, "You should stay to protect her." And Rux says, "Oh, it's all right, brother. She's fine."
I kind of
Anyway,
put a hand on I forget which one it was, but the one who just freaked out.
Grun. Yeah.
Grun. I put a hand on Grun's shoulder, and I say, "I appreciate your concern, Grun. I truly do. But as you can see, I am still among the living. It is not healthy to dwell in the past, especially if things in the present are all right." And I just kind of give him a warm smile.
And Alistair will pipe up and say, and if it wasn't for her, we would have probably been in worse shape than we are right now.
Savos is going to look very confused right now because he's realizing that she has bodyguards, yet she's wearing rags. So he's going to look at Paige and say, "Are you, like, important or something? Why the bodyguards?"
Oh, these are not bodyguards. They are my rescuers. They found me out in the wastelands and brought me here. I am hardly important, I assure you.
Old enough to wield divine magic anyway.
Paige kind of shrugs and say, "Well, despite my status as a mere servant of the church, it seems Anitum has smiled upon me these days."
Shouldn't sell yourself so short.
And she kind of looks away, like, a little awkwardly. And I say, well, thank you for the compliment, but nevertheless.
The two orc brothers look at all of you and says, "Come, let's get inside. Let the guards take care of this for now." And you do see as they kind of walk by you, leading you to their home, that they are injured. They have some markings on them. And even Rux himself is kind of limping a little bit, these two imposing orcs.
I would like to, once we get in there and I see like their wounds in like proper lighting, I would like to cast, I think for all of them I can cast Mass Word of Healing. Is that right?
Yeah, mass healing word. It is basically.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're tossing those out, I wouldn't mind having one.
I think you're the only one I haven't healed, besides Savos, if he's injured.
I mean, I just have 3 hit points missing.
I mean, it's up to 6 creatures, so like, get in there.
I'm going to poke around with the stab wound, and I'm just going to say, just a flesh wound.
I mean,
I poke his flesh wound hard.
Who's Savos's?
Yeah.
Savos, you get poked and it's Gray's just like touching your wound.
Anyway, that's 6 creatures, including the 3 I was already aiming at. That's 5 for anyone else who wants in.
So that'll be 1d4 plus 4.
Sabos.
I'm healed from full. I didn't take any damage.
Hit
Yeah,
Sabos
good
like
for now.
consistency, the only one with any.
You guys
No,
guys feel
my hit
this,
point maximum was reduced.
Oh yeah.
I only have like 32 hit points right now. I'm technically at full.
So you feel this, you see this kind of ethereal shimmering. It's almost like things are almost like a mirage, like things are kind of waving around the area, kind of obscuring some of your wounds that eventually you look clears up. So you guys are inside of this home. Is there anything else you guys want to do at this point?
Afraid of my own god for guidance.
Okay. Gron and Rux are just kind of in a sloppy way, just splashing and chugging water all over themselves. Chugging water and splashing water on themselves.
I guess
Isn't
Paige.
that cold?
Oh, sorry.
He's like, he starts sweating a lot in battle. So just kind of just rubbing their faces with water.
Can I, in Orcish,
Yeah.
can I say to them, is everything all right with you two?
And they both respond in Orcish. There's something big out there.
What exactly is something big?
It's Gron walks up to you and leans really closely, and he goes, "I don't know, but it's just hovering around the claviger."
Are we talking like an airship or like a ancient white dragon, perhaps?
No, not that big, but big. It's
What the
just
Does
a
it
big
got
ball.
wings? Does it flap? I mean, what is this?
It's got a big eye in the middle of its head.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, would I know what that is, Jay? Based off that.
I know Ryan knows what it is, but does Berthard know what that is?
Yeah, go ahead and make I'll say make
Arcana?
I'll say in this case just make a general nature check.
Nature.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Typically for,
What do you think? Because it's weird.
I think just straight intelligence.
Actually, yeah. Okay, I'll say make an.
Well, actually, at this point, has anybody heard this besides me? Because this is in Orcish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Only you. You want to make?
What-
I'll say
what-
non-nature. So make an
Can I
Arcana.
make it a disadvantage since I kind of know Orcish?
I'll do
say
it.
if you want to try. I'll say if you want to try.
I would say I probably wouldn't be paying attention too much right now.
Let,
yeah,
let me check
No.
and see if I can figure it out, and if I can't, we'll go from there.
Yeah. So go Arcana.
That's a 14.
14. He leans over really close to you. Like it looks really weird. Like it's almost like the color is out of it. It's all gray and weird. But it is this big ball with an eye in the middle.
Oh fuck!
You don't know this though. You don't speak Orcish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now you understand.
So you would know this as a beholder, but you don't know. Like he's almost hinting that it's just not alive anymore. Like it looks almost like
Oh
decrepit or something.
motherfucker, you asshole.
God. Oh,
I'll turn around to the group and be. I'll just say, guys, I think we have a bit of a problem here.
How bit of a problem?
Well, I don't rightly know, but he said that there's a giant thing outside with a giant eyeball in the middle of it, and it's kind of gray and like it's almost dead. But it's not dead. Like an undead, maybe.
Okay.
Jay, would I know
You know what it's
anything
called?
about an undead beholder?
Can I do
In
a
your
history
case,
check or a nature
I'll
check?
say, Savos. If you want Gray, you can make a help action for him. Savos, since I'll say actually no. I'll say Savos and Paige. Both of you make history checks for me.
Advantage, disadvantage, or a normal roll?
No, straight for both of you. Just
Okay,
as
that is a
kind of
24.
explains this. 24. Okay.
7. That would be a 5 + 1, so a 6.
6. Okay. Yeah. The most you can recall, Paige, is that you have seen this almost large ball-like shadow before during your time kind of hiding out in caves, and you just kind of got the fuck out of there as soon as you could and found another cave to stay in. Savos, you've heard in the area in Norton Leon that there was a creature that they used to tell you to scare you. You don't know if it's a children's story. It's the story of a creature named Nerozar defeated. It's a way for the parents to kind of scare you from going outside, that there is this undead type creature that goes around, and if you wander too far from home, that it'll cause you fear. It's been known to kind of knock people away, just kind of like a poltergeist almost. But you've heard of this story. It sounds like it might be, but you're not sure because it's a story, as far as you're concerned.
I mean,
Okay,
Booze was
okay.
a story.
So, based on my check, on a scale of 1 to Terminator 3, how fucked are we?
You're asking me?
Yes.
I guess, assuming
no,
if
you
the
just-
story is true.
Yeah.
Assuming
I mean,
the story
you know,
is true, how fucked are we?
I mean, I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Would Balthazar have ever told me stories of a creature like this before?
No. Balthasar would have known a lot, but this is something that seems native to this land, as far as you're concerned. Like he would know like some global threats, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't have just been like, okay, there is a beholder here or anything like that. You don't even
Well,
know. If
it's
it's
just
a
like
beholder.
what I have heard of like beholders before from him, like
Yeah.
or from
He
them,
hasn't mentioned.
sorry.
He's mentioned beholders, but you have not heard of a creature named Nerozar.
Right. Like I was just trying to think because yeah, if he does know if Alistair knows what beholders are, yeah, he even he'd say, yeah, we can't do shit with this.
Yeah, like in your case, I mean, you would, the description sounds right, but Brotar, translates to you that this thing seems decrepit, like it's not
What I
like
know,
it doesn't seem alive.
I don't know. These
Alistair know from Balthazar that beholders can kind of look however the fuck they want. Because they're kind of
If you want, make an Arcana check.
I mean, it sounds like it's kind of like this old dead thing. I think we shouldn't have too hard of a time attacking it, right?
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you would know, but they're generally trying to look intimidating. So one that looks decrepit and kind of withered is kind of strange.
Yeah,
Like,
so
why would it choose this undead-like form of some sort?
it could be like, this is Alistair thinking, maybe it could be that it feels it's so powerful it doesn't even care to look that way. It could be dominated by whoever's like, somebody could be controlling it. It's the domination of a corpse.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I ever encountered anything like this in the Twilight Expanse?
In the Twilight Expanse, actually, the Dol-Gulari would have encountered and fought the holders, but they would have been many, many of you. There would have been like anywhere from 30 to 50 of you trying to take one down.
So, if this thing is what you say it is, I have fought many of them, but I had an entire army with me.
Yeah, they are no joke. They have a lot that they can do, and a lot of what they could do could kill us instantly.
Yeah, I'm assuming OCJ, but I probably would have seen younger recruits getting disintegrated.
Yeah, like every time you so I'll say make a
petrified.
I'll say, without even making a roll, what you would remember from the Drow and the Twilight Expanse is that they would frequently harvest and attempt to acquire beholders under the guidance of Lolth. And every time you guys would seek one out, it would take pretty much a small, if not a medium-sized army, at least of your capabilities, to try to take one down, and it wasn't without casualty. Like the Lolth would have commanded waves of you to go die for it.
I will share this info with the party.
I would just like to say at this time, Paige has finished making tea for everyone and comes by, starts giving everybody a cup of hot tea.
Thank you.
The two orcs are sipping it, but the cups they have, surprisingly, they have teacups that are very small, despite the fact that they're gigantic. So they're kind of
I wish
sipping
we could
it
offer
with
some
their-
cake.
They even have their
You got any
pinkies out.
crumpets to go along with this?
Oh my god, that's an amazing image.
Well, as soon as you guys mention cake, I sort of give a silent bow and go right back into the kitchen and start making cake.
That's not what I meant. Like, you don't have to do that. It's,
Nope, she's already doing it.
I haven't had it since I left home.
well, we have a cake waiting for us at the bakery if it's not destroyed.
Oh, that's right, my cake.
What the hell? Yeah.
All I can say is we should make a beeline for the bakery.
I agree.
Damn it, you're right, man. Let's go get that cake.
Maybe they got some rum left that didn't all make it into the cake.
I'm getting that cake.
It just, Alistair is kind of torn right now.
If we're not gonna do anything about it, how about we just get the fuck out of this town?
We can see if Travis's mother's alright.
Maybe it was a blessing that his father got sent to the island.
Maybe. So that's not too worried about her? Alright, because he's really about that.
Yeah. Anything else you guys wanted to accomplish? Well,
Well, there he is. You back?
Alistair
I don't know.
Well, are we taking a short rest or?
I think at least.
Yeah, I'll say if you guys want, you guys could take a short rest and 45 minutes to an hour. Just so if you guys want to roll hit dice back, or if you don't need to.
I don't think
Yeah,
anyone
I'm
needs
actually
to.
good.
Does a
It
short
is-
rest refill any spell slots, or is that a long rest?
It depends.
That's a
It'll be a
long
long
rest.
rest.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
My shit
I
comes
think
back
you
on a
get your
short
channel
rest.
divinity back.
I don't think I used
Yeah.
channel divinity, so
Yeah.
Isn't
I
Eyes
did
of the
that.
Grave a channel divinity? I forget.
I'll say if Paige, if you want, considering that this would be a long rest, like you can retcon back your mass healing word just because. I mean, you guys kind of were already inside when you wanted to do it, so.
yeah, I mainly cast it for story reasons, so I'll take that.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And I also want to say during my our short rest, or is this a long rest now? I'm confused.
It'll be a short rest. A long rest will be about 8 hours. So you
Okay.
guys are-
That's what I thought. So in with the short rest, I bake the cake. I mix the cake together. I put it in the oven, and I start scrubbing the floors and like doing a little like folding some laundry and like just doing these servant things around the home.
Okay. Gron and Rux, at various moments, try to stop you. They just go, child, just, you don't have to clean. I mean, look at this guy. And Gron points to Rux, who's kind of looking unkempt and dirty. And he goes, yeah, we're pretty dirty, so it's okay. And they kind of try to help you up.
Yeah. And of course, as soon as they say I don't have to do that, they're like, is there something you would rather me have do instead? Is there something more important that I need to do?
No, you just rest. It was kind of crazy out there. You just got in. You've only had a few days. Just
Yeah, keep in mind, in the 2 days she has been here, she has done nothing but try and clean.
yeah,
Clean and do chores. So.
yeah, and it's kind of strange to the rest of you because you're looking. The place is already, like, other than the little bit of dirt that you guys have brought into the house or the snow, like it's already in tip-top shape. Like everything has been arranged and coordinated. There's cans that are like color coordinated. Everything is just an OCD dream.
So, question real quick. What is Gray doing?
Gray?
Yeah, Gray, what are you doing?
Gray's kind of he's sitting kind of just look like he just looks lost.
So, after we go tea, Zundus will go and sit over beside him and say, how are you holding up?
I knew my brother was evil, but I didn't expect my mom just as bad.
Well, not to diminish your pain, but to sympathize, Dark Elf family relations aren't exactly the most healthy, so I can certainly understand your pain.
We need to take them all down. Not just my brother.
Sorry, go ahead.
Botus, my mom. They're not fit to lead.
Yeah.
It's at this point I'm gonna walk over to Gray and I'm gonna say, if things were to escalate to lethal force, would you do what needs to be done?
I'm gonna kill my mom. I don't know.
I'm not getting to that. She seemed visibly shaken. More than likely, at least from what I've seen, I think Boltus is the one that's real power behind the throne. But this Mogul fellow that you guys keep going on about.
So we take him out first.
So it's settled. Take out the cyborg fucker, everything else falls into place.
You know, I
Have
don't.
to kill your mom.
I think before we even think about taking out my mom, my brother has to go.
Indeed. Speaking of mother, Savos, should we check and see how yours is doing? Is she safe?
She's a tough old bat. She'll be fine. Probably.
Hey, I'm gonna toss my flask. I don't know if there was anything left in it, but I'm gonna toss it to Gray and let him finish it off.
Thank you, brother. Let me drink it.
So to this, to add to this insane and shitty day that you're having, Gray, there's like 2 drops that come out of this flask. So despite your efforts, not much left inside of it.
I'll just do the shoulder shrug and be like,
with a 2x4.
my bad.
Woozy that way.
I do notice what's going on and what happened with the 2 drops, and I kind of look over to, I'm sorry, I forget their names.
Gron and Rux, the 2.
Yes, thank you. I look over to Gron and Rusk and silently whisper, would it be above my station to ask if our guests could possibly have some of the alcohol you have stored? It seems like they're having a rough time.
Are you new to this town, sweetheart?
What?
Are you new to this town?
Evidently.
Oh, are you talking to me in
Yeah,
character? I'm
yes,
sorry.
yes.
I look over and I kind of blush because I kind of bow down, like sort of at the hip. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your
you're not interrupting anything. It's just that this town is fucking stupid and it's full of no booze. So if these guys have something, it would be a huge shock to all of us.
I was just asking if they had any. I didn't mean to speak out of turn. I apologize.
Hey, shut up. You're not speaking out of turn. Don't worry about it.
Alistair? Did you, well, wait, never mind. We've already used the sending stone.
Yep.
I was
That's
gonna
part of why Alistair is freaking the fuck out.
I was going to contact
All things
Barbo.
the fucking Greys.
There's a lot of...
So, Paige, as you mentioned, hey, like, do you guys have any alcohol here? I'll say make an insight check.
All right, 1 minute.
Do have booze, assholes.
That is a 17 plus 7.
Ooh.
So
I mean, everyone's kind of slightly tired and dealing with things, processing everything that's happened in the airship. You, however, are insightful enough to look over at Gron and Rux, and the both of them are immediately like, what alcohol? There's no alcohol. And Rux says, oh yeah, there's nothing stowed away in that box over there. What are you talking about? They just seem like horrible liars to you at this point.
I will
and I
check the
kind of
box.
get.
Hey,
I kind of
if they
giggle.
don't want to share, that's on them.
What? Hey, excuse me, Alastair.
Yeah.
It is not their decision whether they get to share with us or not.
So Paige, you're pretty much the one that notices the first out of everybody. But
Alistair
what do you want to do?
They're
Yeah,
good-natured enough. They're gonna give it. They just
when they mentioned the box that apparently doesn't have alcohol in it, I'll say, oh, you mean that box? I just assumed those were cleaning supplies. In fact, I better get some. The mantle is looking a bit dusty, and I go over to look in the box.
And you hear Gron say, you should have said cleaning supplies, you idiot. Rock says, I panicked. And you head over to the box. Paige, you're gonna go there.
Yeah.
There is a. You kind of look through, and surprisingly, it does. I mean, it looks like it has a few cleaning supplies. But in particular, one bottle stands out to you that actually has a mark on it. It says "not beer" or "not beer" is what it says on it. It's kind of poorly scratched on this little kind of wooden cask of some sort, like a little wooden bottle almost.
I kind of giggle, and I say, "Boys, I am grateful for your rescue, but I do think it would be good to our host, it would make us good hosts, to allow our guests to sort of, wind down after a quite terrible battle. Not to mention," and I kind of like whisper, I do believe the one they call Gray is not doing so well mentally. Don't you think it would be worth sharing in order to lift his spirits?"
Yeah, I mean, he looks kind of like shit right now. I mean, look at him. Is he crying? Look at him. He's crying.
Which one said that?
Gron says that.
Yeah, like, Ron, there's nothing wrong with crying. I've certainly done my fair share of it.
Alistair just peeks up and just says, I mean, you're not much of a look at yourself. And he casts Vicious Mockery on him.
Okay. Go ahead and make...
Was that on me?
Popcorn right now.
No, it was on Gron.
The orange
Gron.
That would be terrible. You cried. That's terrible.
15 wisdom. Hey, that's... Yeah, that succeeds. He just...
Why?
No, you succeed. Sorry, you succeed. He's got like a -4 wisdom, so he's fine.
He's wisdom like a 3.
Yeah, like he's... Gron is the... If you notice, like Gron is the crass one. Rux has a little bit of sense to him. Okay,
So he takes 5 psychic.
5 psychic. You kind of see like a little tiny bit of a nosebleed. Like it's not a lot, but it's just a very little bit coming out. And he goes, "Brother, I feel weird." He goes,
I think your nose is crying.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what? What was that?
Sorry, I was just going to say, I'd like to go over to him and lay on hands for the 5, slap him on the back and say, "Toughen up, Buttercup."
and he
And
goes,
I'm kind of like giving you guys like, "Why are you so mean?" kind of looks, and I kind of like gently wipe the blood out of Gron's nose and say, "It's all right."
I healed him.
yeah. Rux turns to him and says, "You'll be all right, buddy." And he kind of just slaps him really hard in the back. And the blood that you wiped off kind of just comes out a little more. But he doesn't seem to mind, and he kind of smiles, and now you can see like he's just got like a bloody, weird smile that he looks over at all of you.
Yeah. And then I say, "I'll find a way to replenish this for you, but in the meantime, I suppose it would be good to be good hosts." And I kind of take the not beer over to the group and hand it to Gray, and I say, "Here you go. This should warm your spirits a bit."
Thank you. And I kind of stare at her again for a second, and then I start drinking. And I give a little bit to Blue.
Yeah, it's a quite a large bottle, so it's like, like almost like one of those giant.
It's great.
Yeah. So yeah, you got like a 40 or something.
I'm gonna peek my head over Gray's shoulder, and I'm gonna say, You gonna share that?
Not with you, child.
Well, fuck you too.
Okay, so what's our next plan of action?
Well, Spidey's protestations, I still think it would be a good idea to make sure that Travis's mother is alive. We should probably get that cage, but as for the beholder, I don't know. I'm not sure if we can take it just...
The cake is a more pressing matter.
It's in the oven. It should be done in another minute or two.
Not your cake. We commissioned a cake for this one's birthday, and he points to Brotar.
How
when
long
we
has
got
it
here.
actually...
And
Sorry. I was just going to say, how long has it actually been in-game?
then we've been here
Almost
for
a week,
what?
dude.
Oh,
Like,
this
it's
fucking
like-
cake is going to be rotten.
It took you 3 days to get there and 3 days to come back, and
Well,
you guys
2.
wanted
I
it
think
the
we
day
hurried
after.
and got here.
Or yeah,
too.
so 5 days total.
Well,
I
we
might
got
still be
rum in
okay.
it.
It might still be
It's
okay.
a rum cake. It'll last
Yeah,
a
I'm
year.
sure the rats really appreciate the rum in the cake.
Yeah.
Let's face it, that cake is gone, boys.
I think we should try and find it, though, just in case.
At that point, ding! Oh, the cake is ready, and I scurry off into the kitchen.
We have a timer?
The
Does
magic
exist?
timer.
It's a magic timer.
No, Paige just actually says ding. She goes, "Oh, ding, that's the other one. Yeah, I'm leaving."
Yeah, Anitum told me when the cake was done.
You have alarm cast on it.
Ding, further done.
Yeah, anything else you guys wanted to do?
I take the cake out of
Wow,
the
Paige
oven,
is gonna
kind of
do-
ice it with powdered sugar, and serve up. How many people are here? There's how many people are
The
here?
6 of you plus 2 brothers, so eight total, including you.
I don't know how to cut it into 9
8?
pieces, so I just cut it into 8 pieces and go without.
No, it's 8 with you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's 8 with me? I thought it was
Yeah.
8 plus me.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it'll be
that's-
it'll be the 6 of you plus the other 2. So you're good.
Okay. So if that's the case, then yeah, I'll cut it into 8 pieces and then like have myself a slice, and I like carefully pull out like the smallest piece because like they're not exactly even, and like I save the smallest piece for myself and serve everybody else first.
Okay. So everybody gets a little bit of cake. I'll say, Paige, make a performance check for me. I know it's a bit unorthodox, but just do it.
So Alistair's good at baking.
Nat 1.
Natural 1. So actually, the bake is really nice. The bake is there, but Gron and Rux don't seem like the types who would have, the right ingredients. So Paige had to do what she could with what they had. So you guys are expecting like a sweet, delicious cake with icing. It tastes more like a meat cake. So it's like ground
what we
beef
ordered.
with like icing, basically.
that's even better. And even if he didn't like it, Zembus doesn't want to hurt his feelings, so he's just eating it.
Yeah, so you guys are all starting to down a beef cake with icing, basically.
This is
Hey,
the greatest
that's
cake I've ever
amazing.
had.
Icing, great. Beef, great. I love it.
Alistair is just gonna like shoot a small ray of froth on his tongue to make it numb, and then start eating.
And like I'm noticing like obviously some of you actually like it, but some of you obviously are having a hard time getting it down. Deep down, Paige doesn't blame you. She does feel bad she didn't have the right ingredients.
Yeah, Savos' taste buds are pretty much dead, so he's eating it like crack.
Yeah, for the
When-
most part, everyone
well,
seems
he is
to
a
just
college
be eating it
student,
with...
effectively. He's a
Yeah,
college
no
dropout.
response.
Yeah, I'm a college dropout, okay? I live on this world's version of instant ramen and booze.
Yeah, ramen.
college dropout. That
Well, no
dropped
booze
out.
here.
So I sit down to eat my slice, and I'm trying not to make a big deal. I don't necessarily like it, but I am very hungry because I kind of make a habit of not eating too much to begin with. So, it's more of a savory dish than a dessert cake. So I'm like,
Yeah, just
it's okay.
Yeah, the brothers are just eating it up, and they're actually like, is there any more? And then they actually point to yours, Brotar, and say, brother, in Orcish. They go, you going to eat that? Or
I kind of notice their body language, and I take what's left of my cake. I've only had a few bites. I kind of carefully slice it in half and then offer it to the brothers.
yeah, you can have mine too. And
yeah, without even any sort of chill, they just kind of grab your portions. And even after downing Alistair and a bit of Paige's, they both still turn to you, Brotar. They say, hey, we don't want to ask the crying guy, but you going to eat that one? Or
Here, just have it. Good God.
oh, okay. And then they just split it and begin kind of stuffing their faces.
In Orcish, I'm going to say you two need to get your shit together.
Gron.
They have a
Alistair
live-in
just-
maid. They have a
Alistair
live-in maid,
just-
and sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they have a live-in maid, and they still can't get their shit together.
Yeah, Alistair just thinking, God, orc appetites are just like he is just having like flashbacks to his friend at the menagerie.
In Orcish, I'm going to say you two are fucking pitiful, and you're just a disgrace to the Orcish name.
Damn.
Gron looks at you and says, he says, why do you want us to put our shit together? Gross. Disgusting.
You know what?
And
Y'all
Rux
go back to your...
Rux elbows him. Rux elbows him and says, you idiot. He didn't say put our shit together. He's saying you're an idiot.
I see we've...
Saying it in
They're
Orcish?
saying all this in Orcish, and Grun says, yeah, an idiot with a cake. And he just grabs the one Rux is holding and begins eating it.
And I'll say back to him in Orcish, I see we have discovered which one of you is the smart one, and I'll turn around and walk away.
Okay. Got it.
I also would like to say, I think in 2 days I've learned at least the Orcish word for idiot. So as soon as they start calling each other idiots, I say, boys, no name calling at the table.
Yeah, you're right. As Rux says, and Gron just says, yeah, no name calling, idiot. And he keeps continuously saying the word idiot in Orcish. And eventually he just begins to kind of choke on the last one. So he says idiot in Orcish and
I panic and I get up and I perform the Heimlich maneuver.
yeah, so you run around this giant form, and right before you're about to do that, Rux holds his hands out and he goes, I won't do, just wait a second. And he just gives him the biggest 5-star slap in the back of his, on his back, leaving a huge imprint. He coughs up a small chunk of cake and he says, yeah, who's the idiot now?
He was this close to getting another vicious mockery.
Okay, Savos has no idea what's going on right now because he can't speak Orcish. But he's just watching this go down and, like, laughing his ass off, laughing so hard he, like, can't breathe. So you're just kind of watching him suffocate himself to death in a corner.
Yeah. Savos is
Yeah,
going to
Alistair
start
is
suffocating.
cracking up a little bit just because, to be honest, this almost feels like home with how stupid everything is right now.
Zundus is
He's
gonna
kind of forgetting the world at large for a moment.
Zundus is going to whisper in Brotar's ear, are all full orcs this infantile?
Was that to me?
Yeah, I was asking you. I haven't had much experience dealing with orcs. Are they all this infantile?
Are you asking if they're all this fucking stupid? Mostly. Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They don't all possess my advanced intellect.
Well, You're not even a full orc.
Well,
Anyway,
that's why I'm so smart, is because I'm not all the way orc. My daddy was a human.
I guess Alistair overheard because he interjected into the conversation now. Alistair will say, well, yeah, orcs, they have a tendency, but some of them can be intelligent. I've worked with quite a few before.
But yes, most are, generally speaking, pretty fucking dumb.
Well, I will admit I haven't
Yeah,
stumbled
well,
up.
tribalistic.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're more tribalistic. They're more focused on their strength, but yeah, I mean, probably Gorza is the only smart orc in the menagerie.
I mean, if I'm honest, I haven't really spent a lot of time around orcs. I never knew my mama, and she had died like right after I was born. So, and I was raised by my daddy, and I haven't really hung out with much, but in my experience, most of them are pretty fucking stupid.
Sorry to hear that about you.
Yeah, I've lived with 4 orcs for half of my life, and a few half orcs as well, and yeah, they most of the time, at the very least, not all their lights are on upstairs, but they can have most of them on.
Crazy fucking world that the tiefling has spent more time around orcs than the half orc. But, you know, that's what it is.
I mean, hey, you live in a circus with a bunch of freaks. You attract all kinds of people.
I hear you.
No,
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And then, so Alistair is just thinking, well, we still need to deal with the Carvus Corporation. I don't know if we can do anything about them here. They're probably the one that started this whole ruckus. And
What's the
Lord Boltus is here.
What the fuck brought us to this town in the first place? We were supposed to get Savos' daddy's staff, right?
That
I'm gonna
was
hold up
part
the
of it.
staff.
We were planning on coming here because we knew Carvus Corporation had their eyes on this city, and we were going to try to stop whatever they were doing. But because of some tomfuckery we got into, we kind of got sidetracked by helping these people.
I was about to say, I feel like we've lost sight of our original goal of even coming here.
wait,
Yeah.
the island.
I mean, that's where I suspected they might hide, but we don't know where it is.
Well,
I don't know if we can find anyone who does.
The Archmage.
wasn't there something about an island?
That was
It's a
Sabos'
barren island that, yeah, Sabos was going to be punished by sent there for a month, and his father took his place.
I mean,
And since it was abandoned, I thought, well, maybe that's where Carvus Corporation is hiding out.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't maybe pursue that avenue.
Other than we don't know where it is, and even if we did, there's those 12 warships out in the harbor. I don't know if we could get around them.
Think I could take it down with a fireball?
I don't think so.
Come on,
Maybe if we put all of our shatters on the same point in the hull, we might cause a leak.
Well, fuck, guys. What are we doing?
Trying to find the Archmage.
Is there still a dead eyeball thingy outside? I'm. What the fuck?
It's up at the gym from what we heard, right?
Is there literally anywhere we can go without getting murdered?
No.
Other than leaving? Probably not.
Maybe the bakery. If we're lucky, maybe the bakery.
But where does that get us? I know we want my cake, but it's been a fucking week. I don't know if it's going to even be any good still.
Worth a shot.
Well, even after that, I think you're kind of... I don't know if we can do anything here. I don't know if we're strong enough to take on these forces.
I mean, considering what happened, against Botas. We are the deaths here. We should get the fuck out of here. Where else can we?
I mean, the closest major city, I think, is Examir, which is probably a month's travel to southwest of here. That was our next stop on this tour of bullshit.
Did you say Examir?
Yeah.
I don't even remember where that was on the map.
It's like literally just southwest of
okay, I see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's that
or mainly directly south, actually.
Yeah.
There's at the crystal then. So
well, if we get there, I might be able to get in contact with someone and possibly find out information on the Carbos Corporation. I have a contact that may know about them.
May just probably at the crystal with the hold. That was where he said he was going, right? To save the crystal.
Yeah. I think that crystal was some artifact that he was using to protect the city.
Would I know anything about whatever that thing was? I forgot what it's called. My bad.
Yeah, I think last time you rolled already. But yeah, it's called the Clavager.
Yeah.
And it's just a sentinel that protects the city. It protects it from any outside threats. It prevents
Is it like
anything
a missile?
From getting in magically. I'll say, if you want, go ahead and roll history checks just to see if you can recall anything else from studies.
History, there it is. It is 17.
17. So you don't know how it does it, but what you do know, which not a lot of people know, is that there's a soul imprisoned in it. So it's actually a sentient gem.
Okay. Well, I won't relay that bit about the soul, but I'll relay everything else.
Yeah. So you guys are now aware that the Clavager... Yeah, you guys don't know it's sentient. He doesn't say it. But you know that it's like a protector of the city somehow.
So it's almost like a mythal kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a gem at the center of town that creates almost like a dome. So you guys encountered it when you guys left the Cloud Gates, where it was fairly clear, and then you passed a certain point of the Clavager's power, and then suddenly it's just blackout white. You can't even see.
Yeah, it was like a weaker version of Alistair's dome, but much larger area.
Yeah. So.
Well,
do
we want to try find this island and make our way out there somehow, or try to head to Examir?
I think Examir is the probably the better choice.
We're getting there.
I mean, we know that there is some sort of tie to Corvos here, right?
Yeah, which it was probably those two guards that we saved from the outpost.
Maybe we should try to find them.
Yeah, like the only thing about Clivos you guys would have known is that you guys were in the caves where you found Zundus, the Alaranthian mines, and you saw that there were maps there.
Right, we found the list that had our like hometowns on it, right?
Yeah, for the most part, your hometowns, but there was also a marking on Eclisia. So you don't know what Kaivos plans with it, but you just know that they're aware of it, or at least there's a marking of it.
Maybe this was their plan, because Lord Boltus is here, the same one that destroyed Dirkdale. Maybe this.
Okay, here's what I propose. We go outside, we find the fuckers we rescued. we see what information we can get out of him, and then we get the fuck out of the city.
Okay.
Well,
That'd
it's
be,
trying to find them is the issue. And if I had to guess, they're probably at the tower where that beholder is.
I mean, no risk, no reward.
Is the reward worth the risk? Is the thing.
The reward is why we set out to find out about all of this thing. We have to take the risk.
Rux turns to you, Gray, and says, "Wait, you know who's doing this?"
Well, the one that probably staged the attack is the Carbos Corporation. The ones that probably kicked it off was probably the people that we saved from the outpost out north. Because when they teleported away to try to leave, they took someone with them, and when they returned, they did not have her with them.
And she died, yeah.
You don't know if she's dead, but most likely.
Right. Let's see if we can find those bastards.
I mean, do you guys know what's going on at all? I feel like I'm asking a brick wall this question, but
Asking the orcs.
yeah,
Rux is the only one who pipes in, and he says,
I say this in common, by the way.
"Normally, just the claviger protects this place, but if it's down, it means someone got through into the city and made their way to the claviger. Well, I don't know anything else more than that. I've just been kind of running around and just destroying as much of those undead bastards as I can."
Well, you
have
did
to
a
be
real
after
good job of that.
Something.
So, he's probably gonna be stupid and not help us in any way whatsoever, but I'd like to try.
Okay.
I would like to pray guidance for the location of these people.
Okay, go ahead and make a D100 roll.
For
Ooh. You're
You're
like
good?
1% off.
Oh, what a bummer.
Yeah, you get
Kinda
no
roll
guidance
high.
from anything.
I mean, if we're trying to ask higher powers, or greater powers, I guess would be the more apt term, I can try, who the fuck? Let me pull out my notes, fuck.
In the meantime, I see Zundus do this, and I'm not 100% sure what they're talking about because I've been so busy like cleaning up plates and doing dishes and stuff. But I sort of just send a prayer up to Anitum saying, I don't know what they need, but if you could lend me guidance in lighting their path, if it be your will, Anitum.
Roll a D100 as well. You need to roll a 95 or higher for this to succeed.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, you do feel the same kind of presence. It's relatively always with you, but nothing specific in terms of guidance from Anitim.
I don't mean any disrespect to you guys to try to pray for an answer here, but what the fuck are we doing if we're praying for a fucking answer?
I mean, they're supposed to be great powers. They're supposed to be able to help. I mean, I have one up my sleeve that I've tried a couple of times. He hasn't called either. I assume it's a he. I don't know.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no good, or no match for a good gun by your side.
Well, mine's not really a god more than he's probably a devil, but yeah.
I'm gonna flip open my spell book, look Brotar dead in the eyes, and say, "You want to test that?"
Don't fight in the house.
5 gold on Brotar. You know what, Jay? Gray's gonna try something that he's never done before. Since he got inspired by Zundus and Paige. He's sitting and he closes his eyes and he goes, "Stranger, are you there?"
Okay. I'll allow you to do it, but the DC will have gone up by 1, so you will need to roll a 96 for this. Just the subsequent attempts, so you can still attempt it.
Oh, fuck.
62. Yeah, no response. No response at all from any of your deities, fortunately.
Well, if
I
we're
mean, I
praying
could try
for
asking
answers,
Zolkin.
I'm gonna after they're done praying, I'm gonna say, well, if we're praying for answers, maybe, and then I'm gonna look dead up, like at the ceiling, and I'm gonna say, you got any input? And talk to Alathri. 66.
Okay. You don't even have to roll. She actually just appears in the room, and the two brothers are kind of like, oh, and you just see this figure in all white just appear.
Brotar will
She
gasp
goes-
along with the other 2 orcs, by the way.
Okay.
We met her like
I know, but
2
it
days ago.
freaks him out every time it happens. Or
Yeah,
whenever
I
weird shit
shrink
happens.
Back. I kind of shrink back into the shadows that her holy light is casting, like kind of shrink back into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's very
been a crazy
unnatural.
few days.
Her hair
Alistair
is
just-
like flowing unnaturally.
Yeah, Alistair just turns around. I'm sorry. We've had a crazy few days, and this is a god we helped bring back from somewhere. This one is
Alathri-
her simp, as he points to Savos.
Okay, so my fucking Discord died. I didn't hear anything that was just said.
Nope, Alathri just appeared. So she is now currently floating near you. And everyone's just kind of shocked by the whole scene. And she goes, well, I'm just as foreign to this mortal realm as you. I don't know what's happening. I can't even process all of this madness. It almost feels as chaotic as Nendas.
Fuck.
Can you at least tell us where those people that we found at the temple or the whatever the place?
Make
Can you
a
at least tell us
persuasion
where they
check.
are?
I'll
Okay.
say with advantage, with Savos giving you kind of a action. In this case,
29.
29.
Damn.
You see her hair, which has been kind of flowing at this point as upon her appearance. It suddenly kind of just goes still, like it stops floating in the air and just kind of becomes straight. The energy of the room almost seems to be coalescing around Al. And she opens her eyes that are suddenly a dark, dark black. And in your minds, all of you get the sense that those 2 individuals are where the claviger is. Like specifically at the top of the tower where the gem is.
Well, that's...
Strange, but it's still in me.
When I saw them disappear, it was one of them that casted the teleport spell, right?
Right. It
Would
was
I
the female.
know, and would I know how powerful that spell is?
I would say now that you've seen what Archmage Corvo can do, that yeah, you're aware of how powerful that spell is.
Okay, so yeah, I would just say, like, thinking about it and realizing, like, I don't think we could take them on. They're very powerful spellcasters.
Then we get the hell out of here. If
Yeah,
we
I think
can't
it's
find Botos and we can't find those two fucks, then there's nothing left for us. Are we gonna fight the Beholder?
God.
No, that it's probably just as strong as any of the casters here.
Then we leave.
Look, this city's a lost cause. There's nothing here we can do.
I mean, if I could broker for a wish with Zulkin, we might be able to solve something, but I don't fancy selling my soul.
So let's not do that.
Yeah, sorry. So just to clarify something for you, Alistair. So what you would have seen at the time is basically the Huntress and Lagara, who's the female, were kind of standing behind a wall of zombies, right?
Yeah.
You didn't see Metan, the male, behind them. Like, you just saw the Huntress and Lagara disappear, and then a sea of zombies. The possibility for what you saw, what you know, would have been either it was a teleport or a dimension, because you only saw Lagara and the Huntress disappear, and then you don't know what's happening behind another wall of zombies, if Metan's there or if he joined them.
Well, I thought all... Well, we did hear
So-
two of the man and woman got back, but the Huntress never came back.
The Huntress never came back, from what you know. I mean, just what Princess Athurian was telling you. But
Yeah, but didn't he say that
as far as
the
what
other
you
two
saw,
did? Right.
as far as what you saw during the hallway fight, you didn't actually see Metan disappear. You just saw the two, Huntress and Lagara, disappear.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. So it's not necessarily going to be a teleport spell, because that's
Okay.
seven.
Even still, Dimension Door, I think, is like 4th or 5th.
Yeah, 4th
I
level.
mean, we can take... they're not that powerful then.
That would put them slightly weaker than my mentor, if that is what they're capable of.
There are 2 of them and 6 of us.
And they have a beholder of some kind with them that could probably kill us all within 6 seconds.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna run from everything. So that's our go-to move now.
I'm with Gray, man. I don't feel right running away like that.
Neither do I, but there's not much we can do. There's limits to our power. We're strong, but there are things much stronger. I've heard stories of things. I know people way stronger than all of us.
The only way we're gonna get stronger is by keep pushing it. Keep
We won't
testing.
get
limits.
stronger if we're fucking dead. Know your limits, man.
Well, we're still alive.
Yeah, but you're
We're
talking
alive
about
by luck.
walking into a war zone that has some of the strongest magic users in the world, and we have us who are barely enough to even stand in that arena. And you think we can make a big difference there?
Yeah, I think so.
If you've got a death wish, then keep going. But I'm not gonna walk into certain death. You're on your own.
I never, begged you for a coward, Sanos.
I'm not a coward. I'm realistic. We'll
Mm,
die if we go there.
That's something a coward would say.
I mean, hell, cowards at least live to tell tales. brave men die on the field.
Yeah, but brave
Never to
men
have their
hear
story
what the
told.
tales are about.
Trust me, I know what I stand for and I know what I say. It's just there is a limit that we didn't stay and fight the Hydra. We ran from that.
The Hydra wasn't actively killing people either.
What are we all here doing this for, though? I mean, we're here for the fortune and the glory and the money. I mean, mostly the money, but I mean, what glory does one get, or money for that matter, by running away with our tail between our legs?
Object to
We get to
respect.
keep our lives, that's what.
Yeah. You don't get to spend money when you're dead. This is a problem that we cannot solve. We do not have the capabilities to solve this problem.
Let's just
And
grab
there's a
that
di-
cake and book it to Exmir.
And there's a difference between this and the Hydra situation. There are guards here. There's an archmage here. We are not alone.
God, sir, wish I could contact them, find out what's going on.
But hey, if the group wants to take off, I'll take off. I don't want to force anyone to fight if they don't want to fight. I just think that, if we want to make a difference, we have to try and make a difference.
It'd literally be toddlers versus soldiers.
We'd be nothing but fodder if we went and fight. What difference does fodder make?
Okay, so let's
escape
put it.
with our lives.
Let's put it to a vote. Let's put it to a vote. Zendus, what say you? Do we fight or do we run?
You're asking the Dark Elf if he feels death?
Sorry, I
Sorry, I kind of cut out a little bit. I said you're asking the Dark Elf if he feels death. No.
You're kind of like talking into
Yeah, you're
like
kind of a little
tunnel.
not fuzzy, but like your voice is kind of blended
Like
together.
you're blocking your mic.
Is that
Muffled.
better?
yeah.
Yeah.
I said you're asking the Dark Elf if he feels death.
So that's a vote for fighting. Brotar.
I'm with you, brother.
That's 2 fights for the fight. Tavos.
You already know what side I'm on.
You want to run. Okay. 2-1. Then I turn to Alistair, cousin.
I have my family to return to. I have so much that the only reason I'm out here trying to make a difference is just so they could live a slightly easier life. And trust me, my heart, I want to be able to make a difference, but I don't see how. And is Alathari still here?
Yep, she's just kind of standing around Savos.
Alistair turns to her. You're a god, right? Can't you do anything to help us?
I'm just getting my bearings in this place. I don't want to make a mistake. I've seen what mistakes can do, what we can do, and how. From my realm, looking out into yours, you could see what just even a word, what people will do to each other, just from one word from any of us. Acting, that's... I can help Savos, but...
So you're a useless god. Gotcha. Paige.
Huh? And I kind of peek up from the kitchen.
I mean, you
it-
can handle yourself in a fight. Should we stay here and fight, or do you think we should run?
And like she's kind of looking around a little confused. She's like, I wasn't aware I was allowed to, and she kind of pauses. She takes a breath and she says, there are scores, hundreds, possibly thousands of undead out there, and each and every one of them, as they are an abomination to the goddess Anidham. If anything, I can't stay here forever while they're standing. I'd rather die than let them continue to hurt people.
Well, so I get the last vote.
No, it's already, what, 4 to, well,
I haven't
3-1.
voted yet.
Like to approach
3-1-1.
No, it's 3-2.
Alfred, if I may. Yeah.
Yep.
Can you return our strength to us? He's speaking with like spell slots and stuff. This is going to happen apparently. And I
Again,
believe...
Dave, you're sounding a little muffled, hon.
Sorry, let me...
Get that sock out of your mouth.
It must be my mic. Hold on. How's that?
You
That's
gotta
better.
get right up
Okay.
on it.
I'll say.
Yeah, I would like to approach Alfred.
So Alfred, I'll say make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Straight up.
Before I do that, I would just like to add someone once told me that the most ones are the ones with the most to prove.
She says. She kind of looks at you curiously.
22.
22. Okay. She looks at you, Savos. She says,
Uh-huh.
there are consequences for every action. I'll do as you say. To you, Savos.
Savos is just gonna like rub his temples and just revoke his vote. He's gonna be neutral. He doesn't want anybody else's lives but his.
Okay. Alithri, however, is looking to you to make a decision. She has heard what Zundis wants, which is for her to lend her power. Her only word of caution to you is that there are consequences for every action. So you could, in effect, tell Alithri what to do right now.
With that warning, my better judgment is telling me not to. Like
Okay.
every instinct in my body is telling me not to do that.
Okay. She looks at you, Zundis, and says, I can help a few people, but I will not intervene with this. She just kind of fades out and disappears from the room.
He just nods in understanding.
Yeah, Joe, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
No.
Savros is just like
Roleplay.
panicking.
Roleplay it. Roleplay it up, brother.
I mean,
I'm loving this.
yeah, Alistair is trying to balance. He does want to be a hero. He wants to be able to save anyone. It's just, again, he's pretty much out of spells of any worth.
So
He
Zundis
has
for the
1
most...
third level in his first. And He has no way of even having a chance to call for backup.
Well, Gray, I believe you have the deciding either it's a deadlock or it sways in favor of fighting.
I sit on the floor and I spend 10 minutes casting Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I turn to Blue
Okay.
and I say, boy, do you think we should stay and help the people, or is this a pointless fight? And should we run?
Well, you know my old master?
Yeah.
He pretty much could have been one of the greatest people in the world. And you know what he did his whole life?
Tell me.
He just kept on running away. He ran away from every responsibility he ever had since I was a child till now. Now he's just a hermit hoarding money off in the arid bay, the shores. Doing what with his life? Surrounding himself with other animals. Not involving himself in anything.
You're such a smart boy. And I give him some scratches on his ears and head. And I turn to everyone. And I said, it is decided. We fight.
Alright. I do have one request. If we're doing this, I want my mount.
I
I
mean,
think we'd get there faster anyway, rather than climbing up the hole. If we're going into the mouth of the beast, it'd be quicker to fly up there on griffins.
I'm gonna stand up and look Gray in the eyes, and I'm gonna say, if it's death you seek, it's death you'll receive. But I won't die with you. Not today.
I cannot tell you what to do, Savos. But this is your town. These are your people. I
They are
am.
my people, but there's nothing we can do. We're just not strong enough to help them.
I mean, we don't know that. We don't know that. Maybe we are. But if we keep running from every fight, if we keep running every time things get hard, then we'll always be weak. I've seen the things that you can do. You're a powerful man. All of you are powerful people. We came together for, I don't know if it was destiny or just dumb luck. But the things that we've accomplished in the small time we've been together, the amount of people we've helped, we're not weak.
We might not be weak, but we have our limits. This is overstepping those limits by a great deal.
We don't
And
know
if
that.
things get rough, then we're leaving.
Call your goddess. Ask her if she can pull us out if things get dire.
She can.
Then we at
And
least
if I
try.
call, she will help. Fine. We'll try. But if even one of us is on the verge of death, then we're all leaving.
I can agree to that.
All
Do you guys want to wait until the morning? We can take a rest and maybe try to fight the smart.
I mean, I think the fighting will be done by morning.
I mean, we can maybe be sneaky about it. It's up to you.
Well, if you guys want, I know it's getting late, so we can call the session there.
No.
You guys can use the week to decide.
You motherfucker!
Only because, yeah, I mean, a lot of decisions to be made. Everyone
Well,
needs
welcome to
process.
this shit show, Paige.
Yeah, yeah, Jess.
I mean, I'm kind of used to my husband playing until the Dark Ages, so...
Well, you got to remember
Yeah.
with the time change, we are finishing an hour
You're
early
earlier.
for us.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
only
I mean.
9
It's
o'clock
only
here,
9...
so...
Yeah, it's
only
midnight.
9:12.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's
right?
midnight for you?
I
Yeah.
think Fabi is,
Yeah, it's
Like, so-
too, it's pretty late here.
But it's up
Yeah.
to you guys.
I'm cool with calling it.
yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Grand Campaign podcast. You can catch us live at twitch.tv/The Grand Campaign every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. You can also follow us on Twitter at Campaign Grand and send all your emails to the Grand Campaign DND at gmail.com.